You see,
Yeah, we
so how
did
the
it
world
again.
will be so wonderful.
Copyrighted.
Oh, right. Copyright.
Okay, no. But, alright. Reminders for where we left off last session. We left off, Josie's a vampire. Strahd
She's a
is in
vampire.
Saren's newfound body, and Luna is chaotic evil. And she's also
Yay.
a sorcerer now, which she needs to fix her character sheet. Which is what she should be doing right now if she hasn't already.
She should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a warlock.
Okay, so it does say warlock, yeah? Did you fix all the stuff for it? Because I changed it to warlock, but I didn't do any of the work for it.
Oh, I'll do it right now.
Okay, because they're your decisions on things, so you need to figure out your own decisions on those. Okay. I need to make more character sheets at some point, but we're not going to do that right now. Okay, so you have a bunch... You guys know what you can or can't do, so go for it. Make a decision on what you want to pursue.
I want to ask how much. I want to know how much Reese, Casimir, and Saren remember since they were brought back out of the blue.
Reese is gonna say that he remembers. He remembers seeing you guys last time. That's the last thing he really remembers.
Oh, does he remember his past?
Yeah, he remembers his past. That's what Reese says. Like, I remember everything.
Okay.
I remember you guys, and I remember last time I saw you. He says, I don't really remember what happened to Barovia, but that's about it.
Okay, what does Casimir have the same thing?
Casimir says, a little different for me. I remember everything, so I'm pretty sad. I'm pretty cool. So I don't know why Buddy Reese here does not remember everything, but maybe it was because I was born in Barovia.
Okay, what about Saren?
Saren says, I mean, there's nothing that I don't think I don't remember that I think.
Does he remember merging with Luna at one point?
Yeah, he says, I remember that. He said it was hell.
Okay, so they kind of got the gist of things. They probably had to get an explainer of what the fuck is happening now.
Alora will also chime in and say that she does also remember everything.
Okay.
Well, not everything, but she remembers you guys the last time she saw you guys, but she doesn't remember Barovia like Reese.
Okay, that's not bad. They're not doing bad.
Yeah. And Strahd wants to interject, so he does. And he says, thank you for asking. What I remember is I remember everything since the first day that I was born. I remember all of it. I remember everything. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Thank you for wondering. Thank you for worrying.
Jesse's like, bitch, I already knew this shit. Yeah, it's obvious. Strahd.
I love you.
There you go, I did it.
It's whatever, but... okay, so they'll probably need to be filled in on what the fuck's happening now, basically.
Yes, but, I do need to be filled in on what is happening. Please, tell me.
I released all the information.
Strahd's eyes.
I know.
Strahd says, oh, okay, so you are idiots. I see.
Oh.
You cannot beat a simple demigod, so you are dumb. It's okay, though. I'm on your side now, so I will help you defeat said demigod at a later date. Right now, I want to go drink some goat's blood. Bye. And he walks away.
Dumb with dumber just makes us the dumbest.
Alright, well, there you go to drink an animal blood. There he goes.
There you go. He just floats away. Bye.
He floats away. He hovers 2 feet off,
you just see him you see a blur just where he was, and now he's gone.
Jesse can do that shit now too. Well, we got a lot of problems to solve. We got chaotic evil Luna.
Yeah. That's fighting with her inner self.
Yeah, she's fighting with her inner self. We've got the pact mark, the dark gift marks on Sabora and Luna still.
Yeah.
We got the rift and limbo.
Oh, I also
That is
want
very
to.
important.
I want to mention also that you guys can bring the new characters on little adventures with you now.
Cool.
Yay!
We still gotta sort out the encampments on Earth.
Which one do you think is more important, Jacqueline? I'm leaning more towards the rift, low key.
Yeah. Well, the rift you gotta do a lot of research for anyway.
Okay. Do we have Get to help us?
I will say that research that had to be done and such. I will say that in your free time you are already doing it, or other characters are doing it for you. So
Good.
when they have more information for you, you should probably just go randomly talk to NPCs, and they might give you some information on stuff like that.
Mm.
You know, the ones that are primarily working on stuff regarding the rift are like Shin. Let me look at the NPC list because I can tell you.
Wanna watch Mulan too?
It'd be Eliana, Onyx. It's gonna be Lucian. And Spring will also be helping with that. So those are the 4 that are primarily going to be working on that.
Okay.
Because Spring's working on it, Leaf will also be working on it, and Shanra will be working on it. So yeah, basically all the kids are going to be working on that till further notice, as well as the King and Queen. So you can see them in passing in like the library and stuff, just like reading books.
Let me copy and paste that to my little thing.
Cool as fuck. Okay.
Also, because they just got here, Reese is also going to help with that, and Casimir will also help with that, and Alora is actually going to go with Archeon, because Archeon wants to take her back to the village, so Archeon and Alora are going to be out for the day, or for this session.
Leon can smoke!
Yeah,
No!
Archeon and Alora, they kind of like wave to you guys bye, and they head off, and he says that he's going to leave Shanra in your guys' care for the day.
Okay.
That he'll
That's
be back
cool.
in like 3 days max.
I don't think I'm not taking Josie anywhere today because she's gotta figure shit out. Being a vampire. She's figured that out.
I think we want to figure out the marks from the Dark Gifts deals.
Because they're gonna be triggered soon. If
Yeah,
Josie's already triggered.
those are kind of an immediate problem.
Mm-hmm. And like I was gonna say Luna conflict or the marks.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Do we have to do research to find out to find these people, or do we just go to them?
Kira and Hayden know more information on it, as well as Girl in Tower. So basically, the old crew knows a lot of information about the people.
Okay.
Cool.
Swag.
Also, to state, there also might be more missions, but you have to ask NPCs for it.
Right.
That's cool as fuck. Well, I guess let's look for more missions right now because we do need bigger lists.
Yeah, because we don't really have everything we need to. Who do you want to talk to first? I want to talk to his boyfriend, Leon's boyfriend.
I'm glad you asked.
He's gone.
Yeah,
He's went
Archeon
off.
left for the day with
Yeah,
Alora.
Archeon's gone.
Because his sister came back and he wanted to update her on the everything that's happening with their city, essentially.
Oh, okay, that's sweet. That's fair. That's fair. I'll allow it. I'll let this one slide, McCall. I'll let this one slide.
Leon is busy not doing drugs, I promise.
That does not sound convincing.
But I would like to talk to Spring about like what the heck happened on Earth still.
Okay,
And everything.
yeah,
And everything with Prince Caleb.
yeah, you can talk to Spring about it. She's gonna just talk to her in character, and she'll talk back. So ask any questions you have or anything. And what character
Okay,
are you playing?
Definitely Leon. I miss Leon.
Okay.
I miss him.
Peepaw!
Peepaw!
Siren's gonna go too, because he misses his peepaw.
He just followed his peepaw around like a fucking puppy.
Like an NPC in Pokemon, yes.
But Leon's gonna check on Spring. Whatever she's doing right now, is she in a room or something? Or she's just kind of like in the library.
Yeah, she's in the library with everyone else, like doing some research and stuff. But if you talk to her, she'll walk out of the library and talk to you.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a private conversation. There's just all people here anyway.
Well, yeah,
so.
but like the library's quiet time kind of thing, so she doesn't want to be loud.
Okay, well, Leon will go up to her and say, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?"
She nods and she'll exit the library so that you guys can talk casually.
What's the update on the situation on like when we went to that encampment and stuff?
Yeah, on Earth.
She tilts her head. She says, it's a little complicated. So, to my knowledge, there are no more encampments, but that's to my knowledge. So there may very well be more. I just haven't located them yet, and I'm not even sure that Prince Callum has done anything about them. But I have briefly mentioned to him about these on multiple different occasions, and he keeps saying that he'll do something about them, but it doesn't seem like anything is being done to my knowledge. Again, I haven't seen any more encampments, but I don't know, I just have a feeling.
Ill politicians. Earth politicians. Earth politicians.
Maybe he's taking care of it in a way that we just don't see. Maybe.
Are you planning to visit him soon?
Yeah.
She thinks for a moment. She says, I don't really think I have any planned visits, but if I just show up, technically he has to be hospitable. So, perhaps.
So let's go show up. Say what he's doing.
Well, we can't show up now. We have to do other things. Siren.
Leaf is behind you guys, behind Spring, and just kind of like waving, like, come talk to me at you guys.
Leaf?
Yeah, Leaf. He's like waving like around the corner, gesturing you guys to come too.
Okay, Leon's gonna look to Spring and was like, alright, you can take studying, girl. Don't get in too much trouble.
Okay, she waves at you guys and she goes back in and starts studying
again. We walk towards Leaf.
Okay, he like grabs you guys by your shoulders and pulls you close in like a little huddled thing, and he starts talking to you. He says, okay.
Football!
He says, so, and this is going, as DM talking, this is going to be an NPC quest called To Win.
Okay. Right, so.
I gotta get my dog out.
So I hope you're ready because there's going to be a lot of him talking to you guys for a minute.
Okay, I got hang on. I gotta get a quick document.
Dude, you're gonna choke. Stop it.
Let me know when you're ready.
Are you ready, Kiara? Are you ready?
Yeah, my fingers are ready.
He says to you, you guys were just talking to Spring. Was it about Prince Callum?
Yeah, it was about that whole situation and etc.
He says, okay, well, I have a request. He says, I don't trust Callum. As we know, he's engaged to Spring, and I don't want her to be put in harm's way for anything, especially not an idiotic alliance. Our family doesn't have any suspicion, so I'm asking for your guys' help. Lend me a hand in getting some proof against him. So that way, I can end the whole alliance. Uncle Onyx, he's going to send me that way to deliver some papers for Spring and the prince's marriage and their alliance and everything to the castle. So if you guys come with me and claim you're my guards, then I'll distract him, and you guys can look around his office. They'll be keeping a close eye on us, so you can't leave the room or be too suspicious. But otherwise, I think it might be an ample opportunity for us to do so. Are you down?
I'm 100% down. I don't like this Prince Callum, man.
Sure. Literally, Leon, he's like, okay.
He says, I'm definitely going to need a few more people to help with this, so you're going to want to find people you trust, but don't let the king and queen get whiff of this, or anyone who will tell the king and queen, and definitely don't let Spring be involved in this.
Right.
Siren, who's a big mouth, Leon's going like, Siren, I won't smoke for a week if you don't say anything.
I won't say anything. I promise.
Okay, good.
I'm here for Spring's best interest too. I don't want her marrying some bimbo idiot.
I think bimbo idiot.
Himbo.
Himbo idiot. Okay, I'm writing that down. Good. Do you know when you'd be sending these papers?
Within the week. I'm supposed to leave today, but I guess I can prolong it a few more days.
Within the week. Oops. Oh, my stomach. Ah!
So we need this by the end of the week. Need information by the end of the week. Oh shit.
Also, as you guys are talking to Leaf, you see Lucian run up to him and whisper something in his ear, and you just hear Leaf go, "Fuck!" And you hear Lucian go, "Fuck!" And then they look at you guys and they're like holding their heads like, "Fuck!"
What happened?
What?
You just see them look at each other and then they glance at you guys and they look at each other and they slowly back away.
Uh-oh.
Why?
What are y'all doing?
What did y'all do?
They look guilty and they just bolt.
I'm running after them. I'm
Yeah,
chasing
Leon
down.
follow behind Siren.
And you just hear like Lucian saying, "Don't let them catch you, Leaf! Go! Go!" And then
Okay, I want to take a shortcut.
Okay.
I want to end up right in front of them.
I want you to make an intelligence roll to see if you remember a shortcut that would work.
Where's my intelligence? Here it is. I forgot how hot he is. Oh my god. 10.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say you find a shortcut and you're in front of them and they're like, "Oh!" And they just stop in their footsteps and they stare at you and then Leaf looks at Lucian and says, "Lucian, fly away. I'll take care of this."
Don't you dare fly away.
Don't you dare fly away, Lucian. What's your
Lucian,
mama gonna? I'm gonna go tell your mama.
You want me to tell your mom? I'm gonna tell my mom.
When you say that, Lucian's eyes get really big and he says, "Leaf, I can't go. I can't do it."
I'm gonna tell Josie on you now. Super speed. What's up? What are y'all doing?
Yeah, what's going on, you two? You guys are really being really suspicious.
They glance in between you two, and then they say, it's a little problematic. It's
how problematic?
Kind of like very.
I think you need to tell us.
Yeah, I think it would be. I don't know. I don't want nothing wrong to happen. What's going on?
Leaf turns and he pats Lucian on the back. Says, "It was your fuck up, not mine. Go for it, my guy." And
like, oh my god, you guys are not. What is going on?
He threw him under the bus.
Lucian just looks at him and he says, "But we were supposed to both take care of it."
What? Take care of what?
Come on, y'all, just spit it out.
Spit it out, please. I'll give you my sandwich if you spit it out.
Lucian, he blinks and you see him dig into his pocket for a moment, and he hands you a piece of parchment paper.
I feel like if it's what I think it is, I'm gonna be very sad.
And there's words written in blood on it, and it says,
"Oh, okay."
And it says, "This wedding will not happen."
Oh! Not just a wedding.
Where did you find this?
Is that all it says? Like, what the fuck?
Lucian, that is all it says. Lucian says, that's not really the problem.
So what is why?
What? Where? Why?
So, Josie and Shamil, they left their rings with me and Leaf. And I found
you didn't. You did not.
I found it.
Okay, Leon's gonna grab his shoulders, just like, take a breath, take a deep breath, Lucian. Okay,
Siren's just gonna make it worse. It's like,
And
you
then-
fucked up. Oh my
and
god,
then
we fucked up
release
so
it.
bad. Oh my god, she's gonna kill you. She's gonna hurt you so badly. I'm so
You know,
sorry.
Siren saying that, like Leon turns to Siren and is like, "Be quiet, child."
Okay. My
And
people
then-
said be quiet.
And he goes back to Lucian. He's like, "Okay, take a deep breath." So say it one by one, Lucian. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, I found that letter
Uh-huh.
in the drawer
Mm-hmm.
that me and Leaf were keeping Shamil and Josie's rings in. The boxes for their rings are gone.
Oh. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Do you have any clue who could have just snuck in here and done this?
He tilts his head and he says, well, I could tell you what happened. He kind of motions you guys to follow him to his room for a moment.
Yeah, I do that.
And you guys follow him to his room, and he says, you might want to talk to the guards, but he says, I briefly spoke with them already, and they mentioned that they heard a noise coming from my room, Lucian says. And Lucian says that he went in there and he looked, and he saw a woman in all black, whose wicked smile just shone so bright that he could see her bright white teeth and her yellow eyes stare at
Oh lord.
him, sorry.
Ooh.
And he says, I'm on the second story. And she dropped out of the second story window. I saw her just fucking bolt. And when we looked out to see where she went, she was gone.
Oh shit.
I named this side quest Wedding Bash.
This side quest is actually called A Vow.
A vow.
Wow. Wait, so it was. Wait, let me just make sure I write it right. A wedding with. A woman with yellow eyes, right?
Yes,
A
ma'am.
woman in all black with a wicked smile and yellow eyes. Whack as shit. Okay, Leon's like, I'm gonna go to tell Sabora this, and Sabora starts sniffing the room violently.
He says to you also, he says, I also checked out the room for magic, and there was a spell recently used. It was a teleportation spell.
All right, teleportation spell used.
And he says that it's a very intense magical power emanated from it. He says, I'm not sure if this person was inherently human or just a spellcaster because the power was so pungent.
When did this happen, actually?
Literally 5 minutes ago. Literally, when I
okay,
came
cool.
running to you, that's when it happened.
Okay,
Oh
so it wasn't
my
even like a week or anything. Okay, good.
Okay, we can't let my sister or Shamil know. That's
Because
No.
I think she would have a heart attack. Because do you know how expensive those rings were? They cost her 2 legs. 2 legs.
Shut up!
Lucian actually takes a finger and he pops, not pops, but puts a finger on y'all's forehead, and he lets you guys, I guess, just feel the immense power that came from the spell. And so now, if this person is near at any moment, you'll be able to feel that same power at any moment.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
Leon and Siren both have this ability now.
Damn, so Leon and Siren got 2 quests that they've learned of.
No. Leon and Siren. No.
Leon's gonna say, we should probably mention this to Sabora. I know she's got a knack for finding things.
Yeah, and Lucian says I can also do the same thing I did with you guys and give her the ability to locate this person via their arcana.
It's either, I think we should probably let Fabian and Sabora know. Mostly.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're like dogs, low key.
Well,
My aunt
Fabian
Sabori.
is Shamil's best friend. Sabora is her daughter. So he's trying to think, but he's like, daughter. Yeah. That's the word. so Leon's gonna go find Sabora and Fabian, and he's gonna be like,
I'm gonna
Yo.
follow.
"Yo, we got emergency." Wake up, Haley! Wake up, Haley! Wake up!
Haley, wake
I'm
up!
awake.
Wake up! Oh,
Okay.
wake up!
Leon goes up to Sabora and is like, "Yo, we got emergency."
Emergency.
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 Did Lucian follow us here too?
Emergency meeting.
Yeah, Leaf and Lucian both did.
Okay, Leon will say, "So Sabora, some random tall black lady with intense magical power came and apparently stole both Josie and Shamil's wedding rings and wrote a letter in blood."
Blood.
Let me see that letter.
Yeah, I said, hand her the letter.
Yeah, I hand you the letter. It's yours. It says, "This wedding will not happen in blood."
I think she can read.
No, I
Yeah,
just
Most people.
in case Haley forgot what it said. Not Sabora.
Oh, I thought you were telling her that. I'm like, dude, I think she can read.
No. That was
It's
me
not
saying
Luna.
Haley.
Okay. She's gonna do an Arcana check on the thing.
Okay, you can do an Arcana check. You're trying to do an Arcana check on the paper?
Yeah,
Yeah, you go for it.
gotta get to Sabora.
Trying to see if there's. Isn't there anybody who can like figure out whose blood at least that was written in? That's a little sketch.
I was like, Sabora probably has the best like sense for it.
23 for Arcana.
Do a forensics check.
Okay, so there's no magic, but as you're looking at the blood itself, you think you can figure out what kind of creature this is. And it is in fact a creature.
Whoa.
You think
Creature.
that this thingy is a remnant.
Oh, that's interesting.
Whammy.
It's one of Josie's admirers.
Do I know anything about remnants?
Yes you do. I'll send you a thing.
Okay, and then Leon's also gonna bring Fabian to the room just because it's convenient, and he's gonna tell Fabian everything too.
That's everything you know about remnants.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They're scary. That's the
Oh
only
my
thing I
god.
need to know. Ooh.
Whack. Oh my god, it's one of Josie's bitches back in the day.
She was a pimp? Is that what you're saying to me right now?
No.
Oh wow, it's literally a fallen angel.
Oh, pretty. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I was like,
Fallen angel.
so whack as shit. Fabian Sabora, no.
Dang. Okay, I still kind of reading it.
Yeah, now I'm looking through. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, you're fine. You can read it.
Fallen ancestry.
What would an angel, or a fallen angel anyway, want anything to do with Josie?
Well, it could be Shamil too.
Oh, Shamil.
It could be either of them or both of them. Leon's like, maybe Josie.
Don't wish that on me, Ma. Meemaw's gonna get hurt. What's gonna happen to Meemaw?
Meemaw will be okay, I'm sure, as long as we find out whoever this is.
Peepaw's here.
Meemaw and Peepaw.
Peepaw not smoking right now. Peepaw has not smoked
Oh
yet.
shit.
Beakered.
Oh my god. Well,
do these things have any weaknesses? I'm like reading through. I'm trying to find one.
I know it's hard to find one, isn't it?
It doesn't seem like they're inherently bad, but it does say that their alignment is naturally bad.
They naturally don't.
I will say that because remnants are so rare and they are actually unheard of, and Sabora, you know this, Remnants are rare and relatively unheard of on the mortal plane that you guys are presently on, so their weaknesses are unknown.
Oh my god. Oh no!
Well, that's great.
That's whack as fuck.
You think so? You think that's great? You think that's so great? You think that's
The reason you would know a lot about remnants is because they usually reside on the abyssal plane where she is from.
It would be funny if
Oh,
it would be funny if Justin someone just walking in like, what the fuck is going on?
oh,
we should probably confront them about this and ask if they have anything to do with a fallen angel. Low-key.
I don't think any of them do. They're both with the Thunder.
I don't know what they do on their free time.
I don't know either.
see, I'm reading this one.
You know
portion.
what? I think he's a homophobe. I think it's a homophobic fallen angel.
It's a homophobic remnant.
Yeah.
No
upset.
gays. No gay.
No gay.
No gay.
You didn't have-
So
wait,
the
do they have
origins
any
of remnants
correlation?
are unclear. So we don't know what could have created this.
Maybe we could. Well, since Sabora, you know a lot, they might be able to find research about them somewhere.
Yeah.
And maybe you might know too.
Did Lucian already give them the magic sense?
Yeah, he gave everyone the magic sense to be able to sense the same remnant aura.
Okay. Maybe they should just like walk around the castle to see if they feel anything first.
Like a small, simple scout.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't make you roll anything. You guys walk around the castle, and the only room you felt anything was Lucian's, but it's still faint because it's slowly dissipating, because that's the last place they were.
Okay.
Right.
But they are not
Is there-
anywhere else in the castle or outside of it.
There's no trail leading from Lucian's room.
No, it seems like they must have teleported in and out.
Okay. Whack as shit.
Hmm.
Well, like as fuck.
I know, right? I was like, let's see.
I mean, there's nothing we can really do unless we bring it back.
Let's see, bring the remnant back. It just shows up during the wedding. Might be.
Let's see if Sabora might have a spell that could help.
I know Leon doesn't have anything. Shamil and Josie are both my spellcasters.
Do we know if they can plane shift or not?
You are not sure, but well, Sabora, you might be able to know. It depends on the power of the remnant. Since you would know because you are from the abyssal plane and you've seen these bitches before. But you know it depends on the power, and based off of the power that you are feeling and getting off of it, you think that that is a strong possibility.
Okay.
But you
It's
think
a
that you think it might be primarily though because of that limbo hole.
Oh.
You think it's merging a lot of different planes together because you've never heard of a remnant being able to merge onto the mortal plane. You have been able to hear of them merging onto limbo though.
Okay.
Shit, so.
You're gonna say that to them.
Shit. My favorite sentence in this is additionally their eyes look blurry and gray as if they have cataracts, Izzy.
Cataract.
Or just
Then why doesn't it have gold ones? Is it does it say they only have it or they usually have that?
You mean their eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, their eyes look blurry gray. So
But these ones have gold ones.
Mm-hmm.
that is true. It's a different
eyes, and they do have white teeth. This one does. They usually don't.
Yeah, so whack as shit. I don't think we should tell my sister and Cheryl about this. When they
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, they have 100 things on their plate already too. I mean, Josie's a vampire now, so your Meemaw lives forever.
Shit.
I don't think she would be able to survive the remnant.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think both of them would survive a revenant.
Oh.
Shit. We can probably research. Well, since it might shift onto limbo, maybe has gone back to limbo. I don't
We could
see
try. It doesn't hurt to
perhaps.
look.
I don't see any reason why it would stay here after delivering its message. Besides maybe coming back for the wedding to cause havoc.
When is the wedding, actually?
Yeah.
So the amount of days that have passed in game are 11 days. So the wedding is in about 20.
Mary!
Oh
No!
no.
So when's the wedding?
Oops, my bad. 11 days have passed in game, so therefore they're about 30 days in a month, so you have like 29 left.
Okay, let's probably try to deal with it later, but keep this in mind because we still have like other stuff to do right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like maybe closing the hole could be a big solution to that.
Yeah.
I'm still firmly about the things, the
Dark gifts.
gifts though, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd say the gifts are high priority because I don't know what happened to Josie, but the same thing could happen to you, Sabora.
And you guys all hear a beautiful ring on the doorbell at the front of the castle. It's like
Okay.
ding dong.
I know Shamil's probably already like, I'm gonna answer it.
Don't answer it. I'm gonna fall behind though. I want
Well-
to die.
Shamil, you go and go to answer it, and you see your wedding coordinator.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Who is it? What is it? What's their name? What do they look like, Mary? Who is
Make them look super gay.
Jesus.
What do they
What-
look like? What's their name? What's their last name? What's their surname? Where do they come from?
Okay, Shamil, what's your wedding coordinator look like, and what's their name?
That's a good question. The wedding coordinator is gonna be Kiara.
Alright, I'll be your wedding coordinator.
Yeah, Kiara's my wedding coordinator. No, Hitoshi is.
Oh please, please make Hitoshi. You're no. It has to be the one
what's
with the
their
big
name?
boobs.
What's their name?
Their name is Hitoshi. Kiara, send that picture. Send that picture.
I'm looking.
Cosplay of the cosplay. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I'm changing it. Her name is Oshi now.
No.
No, Hitoshi.
Her name is Oshi.
No.
Okay, that's okay. Kiara sent the photo. It's not loading.
I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
Oshi
terrible.
Wanri.
Okay, she looks like the mother Asian woman that looks like she's gonna beat you out, but she's really nice.
Okay, what race is she?
She should be. She should be a high elf.
Okay, so she is a high elf, and do you want her to be tall or short?
She needs to be tall because high elves need to be tall.
Okay, so she is a 7-foot high elf Asian woman.
Yay!
That sounds like my wife.
And she enters the building, and
Cool.
she glances around, and she looks down at you, Shamil, and she says, oh my god, where are you going? Ugh. Okay, no. She says, what do you want me to do? What is the thing that we are going to do? Like, let's start the wedding, right? We have 29 days? We are running late already, Miss Shamil. Where is your wife? Where is Josie?
Where's your dress? You won't fit in your dress. You need to lose 10 pounds before the wedding. Oh no.
Where is she? Where is Josie?
Mary, please! I'm screaming because it sounds like straw. How did you know?
Where is Josie? Where?
Okay,
Where is Josie actually? I think she's busy.
give me a second, and then
I can go get her if you want.
Who's with Shamil? Because I don't think y'all ran to the door fast enough to get as fast as Shamil did.
Where?
I tried to go.
Where?
Faith would be there
Okay,
in
hang
the
on.
background.
Shamil, like,
Where?
Mary, I'm gonna beat you up.
She's literally looking around in circles like there.
Siren shows up like, oh hello, would you like some tea, some water?
No, I would like to see the wives. I see Shamil is here. I need a Josie. Where is Josie?
Josie
I think she's
shows
in the
up.
bathroom
Josie-
shitting.
Josie shows up, but she's minor illusion, so she doesn't look like a fucking vampire.
She looks at her and she says, "Okay, great, fantastic. You are here. Hello. What do you want me to do for your wedding? We need to start planting.
fuck.
29 days is
fuck.
not enough. We need
Oh,
to
fuck.
start. We need to start. What are you wearing? Where is your dress? Are you wearing a suit? What are you doing?
Mary, I gotta plan this out. Give me fucking.
Where are the rings? Where are everything? Where is anything?
The rings. I see Lucian. Lucian's like sweating bullets.
Sorry, trying to help. Well, you know what? I think I was thinking, the rings we're getting them polished right now, so it's like an early wedding gift.
Okay,
cool.
that is, at least you have rings. At least you have done something. Okay, so
At least you've done something. Good job.
we have 29 days. You have the rings. Okay, I will be working with Shamil and I will be working with Josie, and we will figure out the dresses or the suits. We have to figure it out. And we need to figure out the guest list. We need to figure out who's sit next to who and who's sit next to no. Okay? We have to know all of these. And the fact that you do not already know all of these means you do not want to get married. Yes?
I'm laughing.
See,
I'm screaming, Mary.
Siren's like just so like this is. I don't want to get married. This is a lot of work.
No, Josie
Okay.
and Shamil definitely have like their plan. Jacqueline does not, but Josie and Shamil would.
Mm,
So I'm just gonna do that during the session.
Okay, so these are the things that you need to have figured out for me. You need to figure them out and you need to work with me on them. You need to have what you will wear. Okay, you need to have the rings. We got to know the rings and what the fucking rings are going to be, okay? We have that. Okay, we need to figure out the guest list, who's going to be on the guest list, who cannot come, who's in next to who, etc., etc. Because I do not want a fight to break out at the beautiful wedding I shall be planting. Okay? And then we have to figure out decorations. What kind of vibe do you want the wedding to give? You can go very, very fancy or very just trashy. It depends on you and your vibe. Okay?
Trashy.
I wanna have
And
that
then we
wedding
got to
at
figure out the food. We got to
Pepper's.
figure out the bachelorette parties. These are important. So you need to figure out who your best women are, or your best men, or whoever they are. You need to figure those out. Your maids of honor, or your best women or men, or whatever you do. I don't know. I don't know your lives. Okay, you need to figure that out too. And then we have to. I am a priest, so I will also do the priesting of the wedding. Okay?
You're a priest.
Yes, I'm a priest. Why you ask
Oh,
that question like that?
Oh,
Okay. So, and I have the wedding certificate, so you know who is going to be the flower little boy or little girl. Do you know that?
Siren looks at Josie like excited, like
Siren's like, I'm gonna be the firefly.
I want to be the wedding the man.
I wanna be.
He won't say it. He'll just look at you like
Who does he looks at? He looks at Mimo.
he looks at his mima.
Okay, Mimo, look at
And he
you.
looks at his auntie.
Okay,
His auntie.
Even if we do not have all of the decorations and everything planned, we need to figure out who is going to have what roles at this wedding, okay? So, we are going to go through the process and you tell me for each of you, okay? Josie,
Wait,
you are
Mary.
first. What?
Mary. No, like this is player
Oh,
Jack.
what?
I'm sorry, that said Mary. That's Elsa. You became the character. I'll make a list for you though.
Okay.
So
Okay, but we're
I
gonna
will
figure. We are in this instance gonna figure out who's gonna take what roles, though. All the other stuff
Okay.
we can figure out at a later date. I will have
okay.
basically you work on that on your own, and per session we'll have little tidbits of you working on that. But for right now,
Okay.
she says, "I want to know who is going to be in what role. Who is going to you, Josie? Since you were late to saying hello to me, Miss. I need you to tell me."
Miss.
I need you to tell me, okay? I need you to tell me who your best man, woman, or your best the person. Who is your buddy? Who is your buddy?
Now this is Jacqueline speaking because I don't know jack shit about weddings.
Okay,
Right.
so what she's asking is who you want to be your your maid of honor, which means the buddy who stands next to you, who's closest to you, essentially.
Closest to
You're
me.
basically your slave on your wedding.
I
They do
wish
whatever
I
you
wish
need them
I,
to do.
I wish I could have multiple maids of honor because it
You
would
can
be like
have maids of honor. You can have multiple maids of honor, but you can only have one best bitch. Okay, one. And the best bitch is the one who basically figures all your shit out on your wedding day, so you don't have to stress. Okay, best bitch does
Like,
that.
yeah.
You can
I
have a
wish
They
bunch
hold
of
up your
maids of
dress while
honor
you
though.
pee.
I fucking wish it was Luna, but she's chaotic evil right now. So
Oh, I would have been your maid of honor.
you're too bad. You can't. You're chaotic evil. Look what you.
No,
I
let
feel
me
like
do it.
Sephora
I'll
is
fix
staring
it.
at you, breathing heavily.
I know she is. And sadly at this instance, it's gonna be Saburo as my maid of honor.
Okay.
Sadly.
Okay,
Sadly.
so you have this demon thing as your maid of honor. Okay, so
Dang.
who are you going?
demon
Who are
thing.
who are you going to? Who are you going to be your bridesmaid? Who are those?
Bridesmaid. Well, definitely Luna's a part of it. Luna's still gonna be a part of it. She's
Okay.
kind of evil, but she's looking
Oh,
funny.
I want to be the
Anyone
best
else?
one.
You have 4 more options for bridesmaids. You can also have a man in the spot if you want to. The ring bearers do not count, which Leaf and Lucian, you have already contacted me and said that they are the ring bearers, so
Yeah, they're already the ring bearers. I knew that.
they cannot be a part of that. So that requires you to choose maid of honors or men's of honors, I guess.
I know fucking Archeon should be a man of honor.
Okay.
Who else would Josie be really, really fucking close to have honor? There's not a lot of girls here. There's not
I
a
mean,
lot of
Catman
women.
is basically a girl.
I know Leon's already the best man for Josie, so that's already fucking in stone. So Leon's the best man. Archeon's a man of honor. So Siren's the flower boy.
Yeah.
Siren's the flower.
Okay, let me write down all the roles for things.
Okay.
Okay. So Josie's best man and or her maid of honor. There's only one role for this.
Yeah.
So do you
Okay,
want that
okay,
to be
so
Sabora or do you want it to be
actually,
Leon?
I want it to be Leon. It's gonna be Leon. Yeah, Leon's the best man. So that means Sabora and Luna are back on equal terms.
Okay, then they're gonna be the maids of Josie's maids of honor.
Archeon's also a part of that.
Okay, that's cute.
I want Archeon. You know he would rock it too.
Oh my god, he'd rock a dress. Anyway.
You know it. He would. He's a little gay man.
This isn't a
Okay.
dress, it's a shawl.
Is there anybody else you want for Josie's maids of honors?
No, that's about it.
Okay, now Shamil's. Who's Shamil's best man or woman gonna be?
Shamil's best man is Fabian.
Good
No
shit.
hesitation.
Yeah, Fabian, fucking her best friend.
Okay, and then who are her maids of honor or men's of honor?
Men's of honor. Definitely Shanra's in there. Is one of the maids of honor.
Okay.
Let me think. I'm thinking really hard. I need to look at the character list. I'm fucking losing my mind. There's so many characters. I'm gonna piss myself.
Who's not allowed to come? That's interesting. Who would not be allowed to come?
Nobody would really be not allowed to come. So
Strahd shows
even
up.
Strahd's gonna show up. So if he's still in the body. Wait, I freaking forgot. Saren's gotta be part of the Wait, he's not a maid. He's not a maid though, but he wouldn't wear a dress.
He doesn't have to wear a dress. He can just be a man of honor.
Yeah, he's a man. Put him on that fucking thing. He's a man of honor. Even if Strahd's part of it, who give a shit? Saren's the one.
For Shamil or Josie?
For Josie, because she gets 4 slots for that, so that's her last slot.
Okay.
And so far, Shamil, well, who else would she have? I think she would definitely have She would have Onyx as a man of honor because they've been together for so long.
Aw.
And also, Ileana is that part of that too.
Okay.
And so is in the Faith. And I guess the last of their like that one.
Okay. Okay. Is there anyone who doesn't have a role? Kind of covered everyone for the most part.
Yeah, because Lucian and Leaf are the ring bearers. Leon's the best man of Josie. Got like 4 family members. I know Casimir and Reese can't fit in there, and Allura can't fit in there either. But
No, it's okay. They'll watch the Reese, Cashman, and
basically
Allura.
basically every character I have not mentioned is automatically in the seating. Also, can't forget Lathander. We'll just send him an invitation.
He is
I know.
actually the priest.
Yeah, no, Lathander's showing up.
If you don't want the lady to be the priest, you can tell her that you already have a priest in mind, and she will submit, basically.
What?
She will be offended.
Can Lathander be the priest? Can Lathander be the
Yeah,
priest?
Lathander will be your priest.
Oh my god, that would be so fucking funny. Please. I want him to be the priest just because I know he's the funniest man alive.
Okay, Lathander's the priest. You'll tell the lady, and she'll be a little pissy about it, but she'll accept this fact.
She'll be like, look, I have this like really good friend that's really close to me that always want to be a priest for my wedding, so that's it. That's how it go.
Whatever, I guess.
Sorry.
Okay, so I need to steal you, Josie, and you, Shamil, for the rest of the day to figure out all of the rest of the plans, and then we slowly need to figure them out. I do want to say this to you, Leon, and you, Fabian. You better figure out bachelorette parties for your people.
Oh.
That is all on
Fabian-
you.
Fabian and Leon like look towards each other with like this kind of eyes.
They're like, I don't know what strippers, women, ew.
Stop.
So,
Fabian and Leon are
therefore,
like, oh.
Fabian and Leon, so Haley and Jacqueline, you need to get back to me before next session about what you're going to do for their bachelorette parties.
We're gonna invite Adrian Black. we're gonna invite Michael Jackson.
Keep
I'm
him out.
sorry.
Siren's definitely afraid of Michael Jackson. I don't
Okay,
think that's our idea.
And you guys see the lady grab Shamil and Josie around their shoulders, and she just bolts off with them.
And Leon's
Wow.
like, well, at least they won't know about the rings. He like looks
I
towards
don't want to get married anymore. I thought I did, but now I don't.
Well, it's just part of the process, kid. But
So these rings, we still have time. We still have.
yeah, we still have time
Time.
for the rings. So we should look around for maybe more side quests to see what they're about.
And we do have to go to Earth and get like dirt on that guy because I don't like that guy.
We should check on the king and queen.
Okay, yeah, let's talk to them.
Okay, you walk up to the king and queen, and you can talk to them.
We check up on them. We say, "Are you good? What's up?"
They say that the portal in order. Well, I guess Eliana will say this. The portal in order to get over the portal in order to get over to where Zare and his men are located is almost done. It will be done within the day, which means that next session you will be able to go deal with the Zare thing if you so choose.
Cool. Is there any new problems that have been showing up around here?
She shakes her head. She says, we haven't actually had any word from Zare or anything since the last event, which is kind of disconcerting, but, you know, we're working on it.
He's planning something.
I bet Josie has already put in a fucking request for like, hey, I gotta find a minor illusion stone or something.
You guys actually see Strahd there when you walk up, and he's actually talking to the king and queen.
What?
What's up?
What? Why? What are you doing here?
He sees
What's
you
up?
guys, and he just, like, sashay walks away, just, like, glancing at you.
Wow.
Does he look like he's looking for attention glancing, or he's just being like weird?
He's being a weirdo. He's kind of, like, looking at you like, kind of thing, like the fuck you kind of glance up and down.
Leon's just like, I don't know you.
And then you just see him like brush his hair back as he just like throws it back and just keeps walking.
I love how we made a complete mockery of the man who killed us.
Lucian, was he always this way? Was this man always this way?
I'm afraid so.
Yeah. So for the people who do know him right now, you would know that he seems a little more happy.
Wow, that's hilarious. Leon doesn't know. He's just like, is this man always this pompous?
Ugh, he's kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Tool.
I think
If
he
he
turns
has-
in and he says he's kind of cool, actually. I was just talking to him.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
In what way?
he's got a good charisma.
Yeah, he does have great charisma.
Very sociable. I mean, if we had him for like, dinner parties or whatever, I'm sure everyone would love him.
See, you can never.
I don't know. He hurt Mima. I don't know. He hurt Mima.
You want to do that?
I don't know. I don't trust him.
He's probably got his own motives, and now that he's free, he's just chilling. But I think Saren's not having a good time though.
You actually, after a few moments of you guys talking, you actually see Saren walk up. He says, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for him.
Don't be. He's just being him.
He looks towards Lucius like, should we mention the ring thing to him?
Lucian shakes his head.
Okay, yeah, whatever. I mean, we won't say anything. Leon whispers that to Lucian. He just so no one can hear him.
I got you.
Yeah, I didn't think so because this is player to players and DM. Because I'm pretty sure, Strahd would be able to listen and he might try to cause something by telling someone that shouldn't know about it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, that's why I asked Lucian because Leon has +0 intelligence.
Saren will tell you guys. He says, I'm sure Strahd does have his own motives, but right now he can't really do much other than what I allow him to do, essentially, because he can't walk outside on his own. I have to be in control to do so.
Interesting. Whack a shit.
Because otherwise he'll burn to death, unless it's nighttime.
Josie has a cloud.
He says, but he's very sociable and he's kind of friendly. I mean, if he starts to do anything bad, I'll just take over. But he doesn't really have too much malintent. The only people he has malintent towards are the bastards, the dark gifts.
Who trapped him in there, basically.
Correct. So if you have anything to do with the dark gifts or anything like that, I'm sure he'd love to meet them.
Well, I'm surprised.
That's convenient.
Yeah, I'm
Funny you say that.
We might be doing that, so.
Strahd thinks for a moment. He says, or not Strahd. Saren says he thinks for a moment and says, "Are you guys going to kill them or no?"
Probably. Maybe.
Most likely.
If you're not intending on killing them, I don't think that Strahd should come.
That's true, because I know Kira doesn't want to kill them right away unless they're the corrupted ones.
Correct.
But
Because her
two other dark
assessment
ones.
was like they were kind of like how Luna is presently, except for Luna was corrupted, so it's a little weird that this is how this is going for her.
Yeah, so maybe we should probably not do violence first because they might have information about Luna.
But if you go to the corrupted one, you bring Strahd. Saren says that might be a good idea.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like fuck the corrupted one.
Okay, Saren got kind of busy, guys. Dude says, "I'll let you know if anything happens with what's his face," and then just walks away.
What's his face? Funny ass shit.
Mr. What's his face?
What's his face?
Okay, what do you want to do now?
I think it's what's Shanra doing? I mean, we have to babysit her.
Yeah, she's with Spring, hanging out with her. They seem to be chatting over studying and reading books for y'all's research and stuff.
Okay, I just want to make sure she's not like running into a wall or something.
Mm. You kind of see, you guys see, most people are in the library, but the only two people who are missing currently from the library, other than the king and queen who are in the throne room, are Leaf and Lucian.
And they're with us, so.
Lucian is with you. Leaf is no longer with you.
Okay, Leaf just wandered.
And like
Hmm.
once you guys realize this, Lucian looks over and he's like, "Wait, where did Leaf go?"
Oh, wow. He snuck off.
He says, "He was just here. I just saw him."
Is he watching? Is he
Whack
watching
as fuck.
Spring? Is he watching Spring, perhaps?
Lucian looks around and he says, "Well, I think that's why I wanted to come here and glance in, because that's where I thought he'd be, but he's not here."
Where did this boy go?
You think he might have went to the king and queen or something?
We were at the king and queen.
Lucian says, "Let's retrack."
Yeah.
Lucian says, "Let's retrack our steps. Maybe we'll find him somewhere."
Okay, let's do that.
You guys start retracking your steps everywhere you went, and at the front door, or by the front door, you actually do see Leaf. And he's sitting by the door holding his head.
Oh shit, is this boy okay? Are you good, sir?
You okay, Leaf?
He nods.
You sure? You don't look so good.
There, throw up.
You can tell that he's sweating profusely.
Oh shit, do we need to get a doctor for you? Like, you look like you got...
Can I touch his forehead and see if he's feeling okay, if he's hot?
He is literally, it's like you just touched a hot stove.
Oh shit. We need to get a doctor. Get a
He has a
doctor!
corona.
Get a doctor!
I'll go get the doctor. Wait, I know her name. Hold on.
What do you mean?
I know her name. We have a doctor. And I like that doctor. He was nice.
Someone get this man a drink.
An apothecary is a doctor, right?
No.
No.
More like a
Then never mind.
pharmacist.
But I don't know a doctor. We need to go get a doctor.
You have doctors in the place you can just go grab in the palace.
Yeah. Leon will go grab a doctor then and bring the doctor to Beef.
When you
Mhm.
when you head up,
I'll take care of
those who stay with Leaf just completely collapses.
Oh,
fuck.
boy.
Sabora wants to do a check on him.
Okay, go for it. What kind of check?
We'll just go with maybe investigation.
Okay.
Beef's got cancer.
14.
You think that he has something wrong, but you don't think it's something physically wrong. So you don't think it's like a sickness or anything like that.
Do we think maybe it's like a spell?
You don't think it is a spell. Like, you don't think it's Arcana. You think that if anything, it's something like that he's doing to himself, like a mental kind of attack on himself kind of thing.
Dang.
You think it's mental. You don't think it's anything magical or anything, but you think whatever it is,
Mike is fine.
work through it. Kind of like Faith's situation.
Right.
He's fucking going crazy.
Well, is there
I
something we
think
can do to just make him relax? Give him like a blunt or something?
Blunt, no!
Once Leon gets the doctor back, Lucian helps, and so does the doctor, and they help and take him to the bed, and they kind of put him on the covers, and they start taking down his fever and everything. And the doctor takes a few other tests and everything, and he after he does this, he exits the room with you guys, and he says, "Has anything traumatic happened to Leaf recently?"
Maybe a harsh battle. And oh yeah, the Zare thing.
Because if something traumatic has happened to him recently, I think his body is quite literally at the breaking point for whatever recently happened. That was a traumatic experience. And that his body will continually having these sickness spells until the problem is resolved or the trauma is resolved.
Oh,
I probably know why. Well, Jacqueline knows why. Josie knows why.
Luna?
I think it's the when Zare said your sibling's still in limbo, which was Moss.
Oh yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that it could be.
Yeah.
it could be like 50 things.
I feel like it's mostly the Moss situation. if anything.
And
But-
after you guys start dealing with it, Spring finds out what happened, and you see her just bolt in the room.
Okay.
Spring!
She doesn't
Leaf
even
isn't feeling
respond.
too good.
Gone. She's just already in the room.
Leave it that okay.
Yeah, she
She's
doesn't
not
in the
okay.
room, and she's sitting beside him, trying to wake him up.
The best thing to do, I'm gonna kind of relate to her. Like they basically told us, once we fix, what's causing him to stress so bad, then he'll feel better.
You can't wait. You can't force him to wake up right now.
Mm-mm.
That's kind of good.
She just
Oh. Well,
Oh, poor baby.
I had to figure out what his mind's been thinking.
Mhm.
But when he wakes up and is like not feverishly dying, add that to the list.
Add that to the list.
Add that to the list.
You can call this quest Leaf's Ailment.
Okay. Add that to the list. Add that to the list.
To the list.
Add that to the list. Okay, that's added to the list. So we have 3 new quests so far.
Leaf's ailment. Wow, this list just gets longer and longer every single time we play.
I think we should deal with the dark gifts though.
If you want to do that, you guys need to choose your characters and who approaches Kira and Hayden in them.
All I got is Leon.
Sabor.
Siren.
Okay.
Hang on, I gotta type it in chat. The Leo.
Okay. Do you want to take any? Well, I'll let you guys talk to them first. You approach Kira and Hayden, who are actually chatting with each other.
Cool.
Cool. We
They
go
look
up
to you
to
and you approach them. They say yes.
We gotta deal with their dark gift.
Yeah, we have problems with the dark gifts. Did you guys want to tag along? Leaf doesn't feel too well.
Well, no, we need your help.
We
don't
need you,
We
actually.
need their help.
Well, we gotta ask nicely, so then they're more inclined to join.
Well, why would they?
Yeah, Kira nods and says, "Yeah, I think it's a little pertinent that we address it since one of you kind of already died by one of them. But that's the story for a different time."
And then,
Okay.
and then came up as a vampire.
I was a vampire. My mom's mean.
So she says there's one on another plane that we're going to deal with, but the 4 here we have to deal with. One of them already enacted the contract on Josie, so we believe that was the corrupted one. The other 3, I don't believe, have contracts. One of the other 3, I don't think has a contract with any of you, but 2 of them do. She says, I know a little bit about them via Hayden here. So the other 3, other than the corrupted one, the 3 are, and she's going to read their names to you. I'm going to put them in the chat for you. Give me a second. She says, their names are Deadbolt the Deadly, Mistress Evadine Giradania, and Kyron Lavala. She says, I'll take care of Kyron with my crew. But we want to address the other 2 first, because Kyron doesn't have any symbols with any of you guys, any contracts. She says, so, our goal is to get them to want to give up their magical powers willingly, or unwillingly, but preferably willingly. Then they have to denounce their place on the council as well as denounce the queen herself. This would eliminate all darkness that is inhabiting their bodies. We we recommend that we handle the mistress first because she's a little more of a wild card. Sephora, you made the contract with her, and a reminder, it reads subservience on your arm. Hayden believes this means if your life becomes too boring to her, that she will force your subservience.
Right.
We
I mean, that's
have
there's
the
no boring.
possibility, though, by talking to her, to either rewrite the terms of your contract or null it entirely, depending on having a conversation with her. Here's the funny part. She resides on Earth. That's easy. That's cool. And here's the harder part. She is presently the queen and stepmother to Prince Callum.
Oh,
So she resides in the palace.
let me write that down for Leaf. Let me write that.
She
Please write that down so I can put it down.
She says her and her stepson have a rocky relationship, but she still resides in the palace. So I suggest we bring Spring so we can get in easier. So once we arrive, we can figure out how to convince her to nullify or change the contract, denounce the queen, and step down from the council entirely.
Right.
Oh my god, I wish Leaf was awake so we could take him over there. So we can knock out like 2 birds with 1 stone.
I can't type. Oh my god.
Is the stepmother of Caleb?
Mm-hmm.
Caleb.
Callum,
Okay.
yeah, stepmother.
Okay.
What should
Wow.
what thing should I put this under? The dark gifts, right?
Yeah, dark gifts.
She's wild. And do you know anything that could help us convince her, possibly? Like maybe some small advice or hints or just something you may just throw out there in the wind if things go wrong?
Hayden actually tells you that she tends to be very chaotic, and she tends to be very flirty and everything, and like she's very charismatic, I guess. And though she's chaotic, she is very intelligent, so she knows when she's getting the downside of a deal. So make sure the deal is both good for both of you, because she is kind of like a genie. She'll screw you over if she gets the chance.
Dang. We should take Strahd.
We're trying to convince her first, and also she might know something about Luna's condition.
That would be pretty swag.
God will just go up and fucking kill her like crazy.
Yeah. Quite literally instantly, no word said.
Yeah.
That would not be nice.
Maybe, well, if she resides on Earth, and Nick Zerbos and Earth together, if we say Strahd, then he'll just shut the fuck up. Maybe. I don't think it works that way anymore.
I was just thinking Strahd because he was always really good at deal making and stuff.
Actually, as you guys are talking and saying Strahd's name, he actually appears next to you guys and says, "I heard my name? Yes, what are you talking about?"
Sorry, I forget that when I say your name, you show up.
No, I don't really show up. I just heard you say my name, so I ran here because I like to hear what people have to say about me.
Say it to my face. He's giving that energy. Say it to my face.
So what are you discussing? What are you talking about? Hello, little tiefling girl. Hello, Mr. Handsome Man from another world.
Hayden's like, cool. He's like, thank you. You're also... Does Strahd look like Strahd?
He looks like Saren doing an impression of Strahd, like a cosplay almost.
Okay, he's like, thanks. That's Hayden's like, it's like, what the fuck?
To be fair, Saren does look very pretty. Like, he's not ugly.
Of course not.
No one's ugly. No one's ugly.
No one is ever ugly in this entire campaign. If you're ugly, you have to
Everyone's
leave.
hot here, to be honest.
Yeah, Hayden's like, nice to see you. That's basically what he says. Like, oh, thanks. Nice to see you.
He smiles with his vampy teeth.
Hayden's like, I see lots of vampires. Wake as fuck. But, so, you know, she's very smart and manipulative, as Mistress Everdeen. Yeah. she knows when she's getting a bad deal. etc. Is there anything else that like they would know about her personally? Like what I didn't know?
Hayden says, she had a bit of an obsession with me for a while, but that's all I got.
Ooh,
He says I kind of tried to
Hayden.
avoid her.
Hayden.
I
I
have a
know.
restraining order against her. She keeps ignoring it.
He's hot.
He is hot. Who wouldn't love Hayden?
And what's this woman's name again? Mistress? That's all I wrote down. I wrote Mistress.
She wrote it down.
I put it in the chat for you.
Oh, let me see, girl.
It's above my screaming.
Oh, he also tells you that some information about like who she is, what she looks like, and everything. She's 5'6". She's chaotic neutral. She's a warlock. She's a tiefling and a succubus.
Ooh, I like succubuses.
She's a tiefling / succubus.
Which kind of makes sense since she made a deal with Sabora.
Yeah, I was about to say, it almost sounds like you're describing Sabora. What color is she?
Purple.
Oh, wow.
I'll send a picture in the chat.
I
Give me your
love her. I think she was my favorite one I created out of the two. Stop! Please look at the chat, y'all. Please. Haley, look at the Discord chat. Haley.
I'm not. Shut the hell up.
Haley, look.
didn't spell Hayden right.
I know, but it's really funny.
You trying to spell is like a baby trying to walk. You just fail every time. Laugh. I hate y'all. I actually dislike you.
It's funny. It's gonna be like 2 minutes of us laughing on the stream.
God.
I wish we could show what we're posting on the stream
I
on
am
the Discord.
definitely not putting that on there.
Why? Also, that's what she looks like, by the way.
Oh, she bad. She bad as
Yeah, that's
hell.
what she looks like. Her and Sephora have the same color eyes. She honestly kind of looks like Faith's mommy.
Faith sees her. Mommy? Do I look like your mom?
Do I look like your mommy?
Yeah, she kind of do. She's like putting Faith and Sabora together.
She's very hot. She has the body of like Lady Dimitrescu.
Okay, so what are we doing? What are you guys doing?
We should go first. Let's
along.
probably well, I don't think they're not coming along, are they? Hayden and Kira.
Kira is gonna come along.
Hayden's not.
If you want Hayden to come along, he said that he's willing to come as well.
Well, what purpose would he bring us that he comes? I mean,
He knows her, and she's obsessed with
a date to give us the cure. One single date.
I don't want to torture Hayden to that.
If push comes to shove, I'm just throwing it out there.
No.
But he should come.
No, we're not torturing him to
Okay,
that.
so do you want Hayden to come or not? Because he's willing to come. He's kind of wanting to come anyway because Kira's going, and he doesn't want her to die.
Yeah, we'll take both of them. I don't think we should take anyone else besides us, too.
Okay,
Mhm.
so we have Leon. We have who's going?
Siren. I mean, he's the only person who can't go in anyways.
What about you, Haley? Which one of your team's going?
Sabora's going, obviously.
Okay, and then it's gonna be Hayden. Do you guys want to bring any other NPCs?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay, then you're gonna have a really big hassle trying to get into the castle because that's why Kira was saying bring Spring.
Oh, yeah, let's bring Spring.
Oh. Oh
Um,
yeah, the castle. I'm stupid. I forgot. Yeah.
For Spring, and as you're discussing with her, Leaf actually wakes up.
Oh god.
Wait. We're gonna get this fixed. We're gonna help
Squidward
you.
meme. It's like the Squidward. Is he okay though? No. Is he okay? That's
Yeah,
the first I saw you ask him.
He grabs his head and he rubs it and he looks around and he says, "What happened?"
So I relay all the information to him. Like I don't need to say it all.
Okay, so y'all are going to the castle?
Yes.
Yeah.
He says, "Okay, I'll come too." And he stands up.
Is he okay?
Do you feel well enough to come?
To your knowledge, he looks okay.
How's your head feel?
He says it's fine. He says I'm relatively fine. I don't know what happened. I don't know what trauma I could have experienced for that to happen. But if Spring's going, I'm going.
Okay.
Spring is coming.
Yes.
So y'all are all good?
Yeah.
Okay. Leaf also mentions to Sabora, Siren, and Leon that if possible, and if it's possible, it'd be a good idea for y'all to stop by Prince Callum's place so he can drop by the letter and do 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is your crew. Look at it and make sure it's good.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'll be right back, you guys.
Okay.
And you guys are setting off. Leaf says, "Do you want to take Owly?"
We won't take Allie this time.
You see Leaf walk over to Owly and give him a kiss. I love you. And then he walks off.
Oh my god. Josie and Shamil are talking to Oshi, and the fucking owlbear just claws at the door because Shamil's like the next owner in line.
Yeah. And you just see like Owly like raise a paw like he's waving goodbye to you guys.
Aww.
What a baby. I love him.
And you guys
I
start
never
walking.
personally met Owly, but he seems cute.
Oh, do you not know what Owly looks like?
No. If he looks like an owl, I don't want to know.
No, he doesn't look like an owl. He looks like an owl bear.
Has a face of an owl, but the body of a bear.
I'm okay.
Yeah, that's your worst part, is the face of the owl.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one.
He do be kind of cute though.
I'm good. I'm set.
I'm gonna send it to the chat anyway, because their eyes aren't as big compared to owls, though.
I'll send a picture of what I think he looks like.
This is what it actually. I know that's what he looks like, but that's what an owlbear looks like in general.
Let me see.
That's what Owly looks like.
Oh, Jesus, he's big.
Yeah. He's not as scary as like an actual owl, though, so they don't have as big eyes. Or smaller eyes.
He started out as a baby.
He did. He's also Shamil's mount that she can summon.
Owly started out like this.
Aww. He was cute. And then he got ugly.
He's not ugly, he's baby! He does also have a blue aura that emanates off of him. So he can fly, and he's magical.
I'm magical.
Yeah, we know.
Anyway, you guys head to the portal, all cool and casual. Spring says hi to the dude, and then the red dude says hi back as she leaves. Through the portal, you guys get through the portal, and I assume you take a carriage to the palace?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you guys take a carriage to the palace. Spring pays the fee, but also because she's a queen, or to be queen, it's not that hard. You guys make it to The palace!
We're
Woo!
here!
I'll show you a picture of the palace.
Hang on, I gotta send an image to the chat that I think is very important.
Oh my goodness Christ, why?
Mom, if they wanted any pizza. I like that picture. I think it's funny.
I think it's funny too.
Because what I did was I stepped on your foot.
And then you almost fell over.
I did almost fall over.
My mom laughed at it too.
Okay, I'm sending you guys a picture
Alright.
of the palace.
What are the owlbear pictures for?
Showing you guys
Just to
the
show
palace.
me.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
That kind of reminds me of how Hayden's place looked.
Yeah, that's honestly what his place looked like too, almost. Except a lot more like smaller.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't want to live in a big pitch place. That's awful.
Yeah, this is
Big
really
bit
extravagant.
Oh no, Leon didn't bring any nice clothes.
Oh no. Siren did though. Siren always is like he's pretty. He's a handsome, pretty boy.
He's always pretty.
Peepaw has not smoked.
People are just gonna have to suck it up.
People, you have not seen people actually pick up a cigarette, so.
Siren gives him like a little smile of enthusiasm. Like, you're doing well. You're doing really well.
What?
You're not like You're not flipping shit. You haven't smoked in like a month, or maybe like 3 days.
A month?
I mean, or 3 days.
In like a day, probably.
Yay!
He's like, the withdrawals aren't here, kid.
They're not here yet. Is that what you
No,
just said to me?
The withdrawals are not here yet.
Oh god, I don't want to see you have withdrawals.
Don't worry. Just tell if I start going crazy, just call me Ma.
Okay, I'll call me mom.
Call
I
me
think
Ma.
she's busy with the wedding planning, but I'll try to tell her.
She just comes running at super speed and beats the fuck out of Leon.
Like,
Okay.
meanwhile, he yelled at me, not in a nice way.
The palace is luxurious and extravagantly overdone. You guys arrive at the doors, and the guards invite you all in upon seeing Spring. And they ask if you're all here to see Prince Callum. And Spring says, no, actually, I wanted to get to know my mother-in-law to be, so I actually wanted to see Mistress Evadine. And they nod and they start to lead her and all of you guys to the queen, who is in her bedroom quarters. When the guards knock and introduce Spring and all of you all, and as you guys enter, the Mistress Evadine slowly turns in her chair and she smiles as she walks over to Spring, and you see her kind of like twirl Spring's hair in her hand, and she says, Princess Spring, I hear you'll be joining the family soon. It'll be lovely to have someone beautiful in the family finally. Who's here? And she looks at the rest of you, and then she sees Hayden.
Oh god, Hayden's like, no!
And she runs up to him, and she has her hands
Oh my
clasped
God.
in front of her, and she says, "My love, finally here to succumb to your desires
Hayden's
with
like,
me."
ugh. Hayden's like, no, I'm not here for you. I'm here for Kira.
But of course you're here for me. Why else would you be here?
We just wanted to get to know you a little better. You know what?
Hello.
Oh, my name's Siren. And he just gives him a little wave.
And she looks through the rest of you, and she actually sees Sabora, and then she walks over to Sabora, and she looks into her eyes and says, "My beautiful little Cambion, nice to finally meet you in person. I'm sure you were dying to meet me. Am I as stunning as you imagined?"
Not what I expected, to be honest.
I'll take that as a
I'm pleasantly
compliment.
surprised, though.
Mary, don't ever do that again.
Sorry.
Oh my god! Ew, oh my god. That was so
It's
fitting.
one thing
though.
if I do it, but it's another thing if Mary does it.
It was so fitting for her character. Oh my god. Anyway,
Anyway, I don't want to gather your time too much. Why are you all here? Any answers?
I'm waiting for. I didn't know if anyone else was gonna respond. 'Cause I was like, I don't want to take up the whole conversation.
Well, I mean, we're here for a lot of things, actually, to be honest with
Samara, well, first, we would like to know about. Like, I don't know what to
didn't
say.
ask you that. I said, why are you all here?
you. Oh, wow.
I don't know how to say it. Like personally, as a player.
Here to
And
talk to you about my contract.
oh, interesting. Okay. So you being here, and she points to all of you that aren't Kira and Hayden and says, so you're here to win that contract, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then you, Kira and Hayden, do you being here have anything to do with Council Member Malachi's death? Or are you here to do me in as well? Because fair warning, I have the trump card, and she gestures to Sakura.
It's like Hayden's like, bitch. I would just be like, girl, we're here to like not kill you for one.
Oh,
More like-
interesting enough.
More like the queen's dead and everything's over.
So you're not here to kill me, but you decided to just kill off Malachi. Interesting. I'm sure you gave him the same spiel when he didn't heed to your commands.
Well, see, with him, he doesn't care. So.
Oh, and you think I do? That's really cute. Charming as always, Hayden.
Ooh.
He
Her.
just rolled his eyes at her. She's so fucking annoying him.
And you see her walk back over to her chair, and she continues brushing her hair as she was doing before you guys entered, and she's watching the mirror, and she doesn't say anything to you all for a moment. And then in the silence that begins, she says, well, if you're not here to say anything, you might as well leave.
Well,
I don't know how to like start this.
yeah. Just
It's
say
very.
it.
Sabora's the one with the big contract right now. You don't know your terms. What are Sabora's terms for a contract?
Interestingly enough, there are no terms until I design there to be terms, because our little Sabora over there decided to sign a blank contract, as did most of your idiotic little friends. So essentially, I make the terms, but her life is so very interesting, I don't want to end the contract just yet.
What makes
No
it
terms or
interesting to you?
conditions.
What makes your life so interesting? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's the fact that you're a hell princess. Your mommy is the daughter of the king of hell. Or even better yet, maybe you just not giving a shit and being evil. Or even better, you being obsessed with your mummy, your adopted mummy. I think it's all just really endearing. You're kind of chaotic.
Uh huh.
Like that, just like that.
And that's why your life is so very interesting. And if you want to end the contract, I'm sure Hayden and Kira have already told you. It will only end, and I will only agree to it, if you give me a better offer. And a better
Well, now we gotta
offer
cultivate an
with the
offer.
contract, and a better offer than being on the council.
Here's
Well,
Netflix. No,
Well, what do you want? What's something that you want? I mean,
he wants entertainment.
How do I know what I
Entertainment.
want? How do I know what I want if I haven't seen what I want yet?
that's a good one. I don't know.
What's a good person with drama?
Yeah.
Zarray.
That would make him stronger, wouldn't it?
She could choose to, work with him.
Yeah, like that. Like we need another person working with him.
And I mean, you can petition that if you'd like and see what her response is.
I don't want to petition that. Someone else do it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck's that, Ray.
What about music guy
Music guy.
What music
Adrian Black?
What
I
about
don't
him?
think. I don't think we necessarily want to just give her another person, because then they'd have to sign a contract, and I think they won't sign a blank contract.
Who's someone that we can willingly give up?
I mean,
Bitch said Adrian Black. I'm so gone.
let's go get Michael Jackson.
No, I'm afraid of Michael Jackson. We can give him up.
No, I'm just kidding. He's not even existent. But one of
You have Jason Michael.
what would make Sabora's life uninteresting? Josie would make it uninteresting because she's a good character, so Sabora's technically not being chaotic because of Josie.
Well, if her life becomes uninteresting, then she falls into subservience, which, I don't think you want to spend every day being essentially my servant.
I hope not. That would suck.
That would
Oh.
suck. So if your life becomes uninteresting, Sabora, well, your life
Well,
basically ends.
we can try to think. Well, whose life is more interesting than Sabora's?
We should not throw it onto any of the other people that are living at the palace. Number one.
Okay.
That means that we don't know anybody.
She says, I like entertainment, she says, but if you have a better offer for me, it doesn't have to be entertainment.
You can't actually do that.
She says, because again, I don't really know what I want, so unless you offer something up, I won't know if I want it until I hear it.
Well, she doesn't. She wants Spring to be in the family, right? Could we possibly use that as leverage? Like, somehow we'll make it not happen.
You also don't know why she wants Spring in the family.
Well, she just said she was pretty.
What made her ugly?
We don't know. Shut up. Well, yeah, what's her real reason for having Spring in the family? So I'm sure it's not just because she's fucking pretty.
Yeah, what I mean.
You can ask
yes,
her.
we have an alliance. Yeah, I'm gonna ask her. We know that you have an alliance with us and them, but why do you really want Spring?
Why do you want our alliance?
She smiles and she says, I don't want anything. I don't care if the world burns. Honestly, I'm here for the entertainment value, and you see those little marks on Spring's little neck there? Those are entertainment value.
Damn, you don't make your own entertainment.
Siren looks,
other people's entertainment. That's really boring.
Actually, she says, I don't have to make entertainment. Other people are more entertaining, like my stepson, for one. He's just a walking time bomb.
Why'd you say that?
You'll figure it out.
Well, shit.
I'm thinking
too. Her son's a walking timer. What the hell is that supposed to be?
Her stepson. Again, you also learned they have a rocky relationship, so of course you'd say that.
You want this one? Okay.
Sorry, Grady. I didn't see you there. I just dropped on top of her.
Could you turn off the oven, please? Maybe we could try and make amends with that. Like, is she interested in having a better relationship with him?
Oh no.
Probably not. He said he's a walking time bomb. Of course he's disposable.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's disposable, she loses the entertainment of him.
Well, that's why she has you.
Okay.
So that way, if she loses him, she has you as entertainment.
I mean, things might get interesting with your son soon, so.
Oh, so?
I don't know where to go off with that. That was like just me as a player talking. Yeah, I was like, I mean, we already have suspicion, like, we already kind of like have someone that's like, I don't like Prince Kim. Bye. And then we have like wars on Earth and shit like that.
I'm thinking,
She
what
says,
if?
to be honest, you can get something from the deal as well. I can change it entirely. But you have to make a good enough deal.
All right, so let's start backwards. What do we want for her to fix? I mean, other than, of course, the contract thing
We
that we
don't
want.
we don't want Sabora to be bound to Servience, basically, because then she's gone forever.
But if you change,
Right.
But if you change the contract entirely, then that just nullifies everything that was happening with Sabora or to happen with Sabora, which is what she's basically trying to articulate.
Yeah, so basically we can make another deal which isn't as harsh on Sabora.
It doesn't even have to include Sabora at all, really. It's just Sabora's the one that she made the contract with, so Sabora has to be the one to re-sign the contract. Any consequences will come to Sabora or something that Sabora cares about.
Well, what about
Luna?
What about Luna and her
Yeah, I say.
deal?
Yeah. That's a good question to ask her. Like, what's her deal?
You can ask her questions about things, and she can give you answers with things. And you know, she's not the most trustworthy, and she might dance around shit, but you think you might be able to get some information out of her.
She'll give like tidbits that we can put together anyway.
So, what's the question you want to ask?
What she thinks about? Well, actually, no. You go ahead. I can think of one.
What happens if someone's soul becomes corrupted, but somehow their soul's still fighting it back?
Oh, you're talking about Luna then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a little complicated. Her, I guess she's a warlock now, so her patron, as we may very well call it, didn't really have her sign a contract. More so, what happened was it kind of just corrupted her soul just 'cause. And became her patron. You'll meet them later, I'm sure. But essentially, there's nothing you can do unless you defeat him or you find a smart way around it. I might be able to help with that, technically.
Well, jumping off of that, is it possible for someone to have 2 contracts
Oh, of course. You can have a million of them.
on one person?
Oh, yeah. They just can't contradict.
Right. Do you know what the contract entails on Luna? Because what is her sign thing mean again?
Her mark, her little glyph.
Her glyph? Yeah. Her glyph says. Let me scroll back up. Luna's glyph says loss.
Okay.
So Josie's disappeared, and so that means the only ones that were left, because whose was the one that disappeared off their arm? I think that was Luna's, wasn't it? No, that was Saren's. It was Saren's. It was Saren's.
Oh.
Josie's disappeared, Saren's disappeared, so that leaves Luna's, which is loss, Siren's, which is death, and Sabora's, which is subservience.
Okay.
Josie's was already enacted though, so hers is done.
Yeah, my traumatized is done, and all I got from it was I became a vampire.
Girl figured out the puzzle, so. But yeah, Luna says loss. If you want to ask what that entails for her, you can see what that means. But she will say her contract that she signed has nothing to do with what happened with her soul and her corruption.
Yeah. Sabora still wants to know what hers entails, though.
Yeah,
Her own?
what does... Yeah.
Okay, she says, I can tell you briefly what everyone's entails. So, Sabora, yours entails subservience. You'd essentially be my servant for the rest of your life, which, because you are immortal, pretty long life. Siren's is death, so essentially he would die. Explanatory. Luna's is lost, so she would lose whoever's most important to her. But if Siren's already dead by that point, I suppose it'd be someone else close to her.
Right. And these contracts, can they be enacted at any time?
Oh yes, I could technically enact yours right now.
So, if Siren's first contract holder wanted to just kill him off randomly right now, they could do that.
Yeah.
Who's contractor?
Say that again, Jacqueline, you cut out.
Who's Siren's contract person?
She thinks for a minute and she says, I believe Deadbolt is the one who has it with Luna. So I guess that means the new one, Kyron, has it with Siren.
Oh. Okay.
And then she says Kyron would be the one to put death on somebody. That's so uninteresting.
Yeah, that is very not impressive.
He's
But
new.
yeah, he is relatively new, so I guess I'll give him a pass. At least he's more intelligent and smart than my son.
Lamo.
Sorry, Spring, not to badmouth your fiance.
Spring just is like, it's just empty-headed. She's just like, okay, whatever.
Like, okay.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
So you guys have to figure out a deal or something else that you want or something you can give.
We're thinking still.
Then you can ask
Yeah,
her if she would take something and she will give you a yes or no answer, I promise.
Because it's either we get rid of her Noel Sabora's contract or not.
Because she can just take the contract with Sabora and turn it into something else entirely.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that having a contract on herself is entirely, desirable in of itself.
Correct, but she literally just told you she could enact said contract whenever she wanted. So if you really did the contract into something else, like literally anything else, and she agreed to it, she could enact it immediately and the contract would dissipate because it would technically be enacted.
Right.
And it can be a big thing. Like, you could be like, I want Sabora to no longer be a Cambion. I want her to be like a human or something. And she'd be like, okay, maybe.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
These are examples, but unless whatever you say is going to be interesting, she's not going to do it. And unless she has something that she's going to get out of it, she most definitely won't do it. So if you do a favor for her, she can do a favor for you as well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
This can include, like, your friends. So, like, if you want her to try and help Luna, that could technically work. It would just be a contract with you in order to help her. Or if you wanted Josie to be human again, or whatever, okay? Or you want Strahd to no longer exist. These are things you can technically do.
I feel like
wow, that's kind of fun.
That's kind of fun. I feel like turning Josie human is not that interesting because I think there's just feedback.
It's a lot more interesting to keep her.
What about something? Why don't we do something about Zara with this? Like, we could say, like turn him human or something. I think that would be hilarious.
I think he's a little stronger than that now, though.
I don't know. That's for her to decide.
You can petition ideas to her. Otherwise, I can't give you any more information as DM.
Tabor wants to ask if she knows anything about Zarang.
Yeah.
She thinks for a moment. She says, "Well, I do know quite a bit about Prolifian. He, I think, was previously working with the Queen, but then the Queen died, and we had someone else take over. So I think they might be working for that someone else."
Who the fuck is this someone else?
And she goes to say their name, and it just comes out as a.
Oh,
Oh,
Black.
shit.
You could not hear what
Blackus?
she said, and you could not read her lips.
Oh, well, I won't question that further because that seems surreal.
Um,
We're all thinking. You can kill Josie off again. That'd be funny.
No, we need Josie. This is hard. Kiara's not big brain enough.
I'll be real. I don't have a specific answer for this, so whatever you come up with could work.
That sounds interesting as like for her character.
She's chaotic, so I wanted this to be chaotic.
Yeah, well, Sabora's good at chaos, so
That's why she signed with Sabora.
yeah. Go on a manhunt for Josie, like get Josie kidnapped or some shit. So Sabora does a manhunt for her.
She can use Sabora for that's not good. That would be actually a terrible idea.
Yeah, you want a contract where you won't lose fucking Sabora.
I was
yeah.
gonna say like she can use Sabora for like murder anybody she wants. And she has her like at a disposal at least once.
Kira says that it's best if you do a contract that's one and done.
Yeah, so basically, this
Like a
happened,
one-time thing.
and then done. You get this happened, you get this, I get this, bye.
Essentially.
Tabor will ask how she feels about hold on. Like that's kind of what I'm thinking is that Tabor will be like, I'll do whatever you want me to do, and then like
What?
as a contract, she'll just be like, oh yeah, go do this for me, and then Tabor will go do it, and then that's it.
That's not a bad idea, but it's like if you say anything, what if it's like kill this one of your family members?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what if it's like kill this family member, cause chaos in this town, so your faces,
Josie,
Well-
kill Spring, kill the king and queen.
cause chaos in the castle, kill a town, and everyone, and show your face to everybody.
Blow up everyone.
That's the issue with the everything part, because I don't think Sabora wants to.
Do you think she wants anything to do with Limbo? Like we'll take her to Limbo once.
She knows how to get to Limbo.
She does. Damn it.
She's a dark gift. They're basically what Hyden's like.
Also,
yeah.
you think that if you petitioned that she might tell you to do something that you'd probably die ending up doing.
Yeah,
Right.
she's not dumb at all means.
Technically, she would agree with that. It's just you, as DM, you'd probably die doing whatever she would request.
Queen's dead. What is she doing with her powers even then?
She actually mentions that she plans on stepping down regardless from her position because the queen's dead and she doesn't see this new being as
Their leader, basically.
Yeah, she basically articulates that she's done with the council anyway, but this contract is separate from the council and her powers and all, so she wants a one last hurrah, essentially.
You get to date Hyden for a week. No, I'm just kidding. That's the player saying. It's a player.
I suggested
That's
that.
like Tabor was gonna go up to Hyden and ask if he could take one for the team for her basically life.
He would like turn into a raisin. Fucking die. I mean, He's just like, you get to date Hayden for a month, and that's it. And Hayden's like, shit.
I want you guys to perception check the room.
Yes, please. What was that in the background?
Who, me?
What is like that TV sounds in the background?
Oh well, I have Peanut Butter Gamer's stream still going.
Okay. I need to roll my perception. Hang on, I gotta get back to the thing.
10.
10. 10.
I think she want anything to do with Strahd.
I got 15
I'm
for
gonna ask.
perception. I
I'm
got
gonna
15 for perception.
Oh, okay. What are you percepting?
Mary said roll a perception check. Did you not hear it?
No, my AirPods died, so I had to switch them out.
Roll a perception, Kiara.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. So everyone but Sabora. You guys sense a strong magical presence coming from her. That doesn't seem to be her herself, but something on her.
Is it like the one that we saw with the wedding shit? No? Okay.
This seems to be an object.
What's that magic coming off of you?
She glances and says, "You don't need to know."
I'm interested.
Yeah, let's make some drama happen.
Well, if you want to know what it is, make a deal with me and have that be your reward.
I don't really want it as a reward.
Yeah, there's other things we want as rewards, actually.
Yeah, that's like
Too
the last
bad.
thing.
I think that this is one of the most powerful things to have.
Yeah, and what is it if it's so powerful?
Can it be one of our rewards?
No, it has to be the one and only.
Why is then? What's so powerful about it? If you don't explain it to us, because I mean, if you just say powerful item, oh, I've seen a bunch of powerful items.
That's the fun of that's the fun part of it. This magical item originates from Limbo.
Maybe if you told us what it is, it might be more interesting.
No,
that we might
that
actually
won't
think
be more
about it.
interesting. That won't be more interesting. That's not chaotic enough. You have to take a risk. You take a risk, you get a reward, or you get a consequence.
Hey, I get shit. BRB.
Again. I'm kidding. I love you, Jacqueline. This one's tough. I don't know how to talk to her. I don't know what to do with this one. Like, I don't know what she wants. I don't know what she...
You can ask her about anything. I mean, you guys haven't even petitioned anything to her yet.
So I'm trying to think of something that's good, but not, entirely bad.
You can ask about a specific person or a specific thing if you're thinking of an idea, including them, but don't have the full idea yet.
I'll ask if she knows anything about Strahd, or does she know anything about his past?
She kind of laughs when you say his name. She says, "Oh, I know everything about Strahd." She says, Deadbolt was the one who wanted Strahd to reside in Barovia, and we all agreed. And I believe recently he escaped. You have him with you presently, correct? Just not here at the palace on Nyxorbros.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He's quite interesting. He's quite the character.
Very much so. Super interesting.
Yes. But no one is interesting for so long. Everyone gets boring eventually.
What are you going to do once Sabor gets boring?
I already told you.
She's gonna enact the contract.
And then what? And then what's going to happen?
And she do their survey. That's it.
Find somebody else.
There. And for the rest of my life, it'll be basically for all of eternity.
You guys see a servant walk in and hand her a drink and then exit. And she says, That was the last person who had a contract with me.
Hello?
Hello?
We're
I'm-
still here, girl. Everyone's just
Yeah,
thinking.
We're thinking, but it's hard to think because I don't know what to think.
I need you to repeat that, Mary. I didn't freaking hear you.
Oh, she said a servant came in and gave her a drink and then exited, and she said that was the last person who had a contract with me.
Oh. I was thinking. Shut up. Do you think she would make a trade for anything?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, so Mara wants to huddle everyone together, and she's gonna be like, okay, what if I traded her the Staff of Power for my life?
Is the Staff of Power as powerful as the object she has on her right now?
I don't know. That's for her to decide.
You all would know that answer is a no.
Yeah. I don't think she'd take a measly Staff of Power for your life.
Measly Staff of Power, my ass.
Well, compared to what she has on her, the magic is not on there at all. I wonder what's on her, though. Does Hayden know?
Hayden and Kira say that the power seems to be Limbo, like as she said. It does seem to originate from Limbo. And it does semi seem familiar.
I wonder if Hayden's like, hey, can I hold that? Yes! I don't know if I'll be playing as Hayden or Mary will be playing as Hayden, but you can ask.
You can play as Hayden. If there's any information Hayden has, he'll.
Yeah, it's like, you got it.
Otherwise, yeah, you're playing Hayden.
You can use Hayden for stuff, because she is somewhat obsessed with Hayden. Somewhat.
And it'll just be Jacqueline playing against me, essentially.
Yeah. So, but I'm not gonna let Leon say anything about Hayden, but y'all have to say it.
Kara says, technically you can use Hayden.
Yeah, I don't like it, but
I mean,
I resolve the issue.
Yeah, so Mara will just look at Hayden like, kind of, like a help kind of thing. Because obviously we're not having a good time trying to think of anything.
mhm.
He like rubs his nose and he's like, "Oh, what do you want me to do?"
I think a date, just one date.
She wouldn't want one date. She wants more dates.
She was obsessed with you. She would take whatever she can get.
No, she wouldn't. If it's one and done, why the fuck would she do that?
Yeah, she wouldn't want to do one and done.
What about a week? A week worth of dates?
A week is still not enough for her.
Okay, you think that if she were to accept something, it'd literally have to be like marriage, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it would literally have to be marriage for her. She used to chase me around everywhere. That's why I have a restraining order against her. She avoids. I could ask her for stuff, or basically, if you want to look closer at things. Though she still would be smart enough to not let y'all see it. I see you once a month every year.
She actually turns to you, Hayden, and she gestures you to come over.
Hayden walks over hesitantly.
And she actually shows you what she has.
What the fuck is it?
You actually walk back over to the party and go to tell them what it is, because you recognize it.
Hayden won't tell them. Yeah, Hayden won't tell them, because it's not like she knows.
Oh, so Hayden won't tell them. Hayden will just keep it to themselves.
Well, because he knows the woman's gonna do something, but he might sign it or something.
Okay. Every time Hayden tries to articulate to you all whatever he just saw, it just comes out as gibberish.
Interesting.
Okay.
But Hayden does seem adamant about trying to tell you guys what it is.
Okay.
Can you write it down for us?
As he
I don't
tries
think-
to write it down, it becomes squiggles.
Can you describe it to us?
It becomes gibberish in his
You
words.
can't do any. You can't do anything about it.
And the mistress smiles and she says, "Oh, so cute. Fun and games, right? If only Hayden could tell you what exactly he saw and how powerful it was."
Can you at least tell us how powerful it was? Like by either a lot or a little?
He starts
Play a
to
game.
speak and it goes.
Nothing.
just
Okay,
has,
swag.
yeah, Hayden can't say anything. Hayden wouldn't speak at that point. He already knows.
He can talk, like, he just can't talk about what it is or describe it or anything. So, like, if he's just talking to you casually, like saying Sabora's name or something, he can say it. And just anything about this item, he can't talk.
Kiara keeps saying, "Could you do charades?"
Do charades.
He cannot do charades.
His arms will literally just hug himself whenever he tries.
But yeah, he can't say anything about it.
I'm trying to think. What leverage do we have over this bitch? We don't have anything. Unless, well, no, that's not a good idea either. Maybe, what do you think?
Thoughts.
Thoughts?
Spring thinks for a minute and she says, "Well, we actually have something over you." And the mistress turns and looks at her and says, "Oh, what?"
What?
And she says, "You killed your husband."
I didn't know that.
And
I didn't know that.
she blinks a few times and she says, "No, I didn't kill my husband." She said, "Yes, you did. The family of Nick Cerberus, the royal family, we all know. Because Prince Callum's trying to form a case against you."
Oh, lawsuits!
Not lawsuits. That's the worst thing anybody could do.
He
Oh my
said,
God!
She says, "Honestly, your son's trying to execute you."
Is he really?
And Spring nods. She says, "I didn't want to mention this because, it's kind of like privileged information." But yeah. And she's
Wow, that
she seems a bit she seems concerned as fuck now. She said she knows that Spring's telling the truth, and she also knows that her son would do that. She starts thinking more intensely.
Hayden's like, wow, you got yourself into earth troubles?
And then as you
Yeah, you're not
guys,
supposed to
as you
meddle with
guys
earth troubles.
are watching her, you see her fidgeting with the item, but you guys can't see it clearly.
Yeah, Hayden's like, oh my god, Mistress
Hayden-
Everything. I didn't know you were fucking doing
As you
that.
see her fidget with this item, you are concerned.
Okay.
So
He
it's
shows
not a hee hee hoo hoo, it's a oh shit. That might not have been a good move because if she uses this item, we might all be fucked.
Maybe since Spring and this guy are getting together, as a term and condition of their marriage and Sabora's life being, not under her subservience, she
How
can
about
ensure that, she's not killed.
yeah, we can assure you that you get out of here without being killed. That's Leon talking.
Yeah, as a
Link says, but that means that Spring and the man have to get married.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. That's what Siren says. Like, I don't like that.
And the more we learn about him, honestly, the more I am concerned about him.
I was gonna like whisper to Lethan. I was like, that's like the second part of the plan.
She nods.
But the first part is getting Sabora out of this hot mess. It's like we can.
If you make a
Looking
con-
good.
if you make a contract, right? Every aspect of the contract has to come true, or the consequence will come to fruition, which is subservience.
Mm-hmm.
The consequence is never going to change.
There could be a contract where she doesn't end up getting killed. The consequence is the same thing as subservience. And once it's fulfilled, it ends. That's just a player speaking.
She says, here's the thing. She says, you may be able to help me not die, but you can't guarantee my life.
Well, we
What if we
just
could?
we just
What
move
if
you
we
some- we
Like,
move you somewhere else.
She says, that is, unless you kill Callum, then my life would be
Oh, God.
guaranteed. Spring says, that would start a war. We can't do that. She
Yeah, we
says,
can't.
well, then I guess I can't help you either.
What if he died of natural causes?
Shut up! This is not. You're a good character.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I mean, we do have Luna and Sabora, and I'm sure they wouldn't want to do
Shut up, like, you know what? Go change your alignment right now.
it. No, Siren's a good boy.
She says, I suppose you could grant me asylum.
What's that?
I mean, is there really a downside to that?
No.
I don't know.
The contract would still be forever.
Spring says, there is a downside to that because technically we'd be working against Earth.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be going against their wishes, and therefore that would cause problems between both Nyxurberus and Earth. She says, or perhaps, at the very least, you could kill the first and second creator for me.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. I think we would both die. It's like fighting gods. There's just no point.
Or you could make me the new third creator.
Nah.
None of these options seem to fruition, then it doesn't seem like we can make a deal. You have nothing to offer, I have nothing to gain.
We're still thinking.
This is so fucking hard, dog.
Here's the thing, is
I bet.
that no matter what you do, there's always going to be a downside, but you think that the downside could be lesser.
Oh yeah, I know that. We're still thinking of other. There's so many options, most likely.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab a drink. Good luck. I'll be back.
We're still not gonna figure it out by then.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't think of anything to give. I mean, what are we trying?
We don't have anything to give. Is number one.
And then number two, what are we actually trying to gain anyway?
We're trying to make sure Sabora doesn't go into subservience.
Yeah, but I mean, I know that, but is that like the only thing?
That's really it. We're trying to make sure Sabora doesn't disappear on our ass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so far her life is interesting enough because her mommy a vampire. The whole group is chaotic right now. But once that thing gets born to her, then what you gonna do?
She'll just take Sabora.
Yeah, she'll just take Sabora away, and we can't get her back unless you kill her.
Yeah, unless you kill the lady.
Mm-hmm.
How do you kill a lady like that? Whatever she has in her hands is gonna stop us anyway.
Yeah, you can't kill her if she has a powerful artifact. And she won't give up the artifact willingly at all, or let us look at it.
What if we give her another artifact for that artifact?
We don't have a good enough artifact for that artifact. We went over that. We don't have anything as strong as that.
What if we make somebody else your servant?
Oh, no, you don't want anyone else to be in subservience.
What if she dies before then?
Oh, she dies, and every contract she's ever made ends.
Okay, so what if
But even then, did you know that we can't kill her because she is the queen?
Mm,
She's the queen of Earth,
She's the-
so if we
Oh.
kill her, then
It'll start a war. If we kill Prince whatever, it'll start a war. If we give her asylum, it'll start a war.
yeah, anything associated with starts to war because Earth and Nixerberus are under a contract that we should not interfere with each other politically unless it's like it is alliance right now. We went over that, I think, in the
does she
first.
care about anybody other than Hayden?
No,
Mm,
but even then, she's smart enough not to just instantly fall for Hayden.
Hmm. Shit.
Yeah, those are the roadblocks we're at. Is we can't really give another family member up because it would just be the same fucking circle, right? And I'm sure that they'd probably end the contract faster than Sabora.
Yeah, and I feel like if we try to kill her, she'll just enact the contract right then, and then have Samora fight against y'all.
Yeah, and also the fact she has a powerful artifact item on her.
I'm back.
We're just discussing still. We haven't made a plan.
Okay.
So that's like the ideas, right? Those are our roadblocks. Kiara, I swear, if you're putting glue on yourself right now.
I'm not. I'm literally just staring at the ceiling. I'm trying to think.
Like, the only real leverage you have right now is that she's gonna be put on fucking trial.
I mean, yeah. What if we made her
And-
son forget everything? Like, what if we guaranteed that her son wouldn't put anything against her as long as she, didn't make Sabora her subservient?
So memory erasure?
Yeah, like memory eraser her son. Oh,
Do we have anything that can do that?
we have a baseball bat and BTS.
We have BTS.
I don't know. I mean, we have
Siren
lizards.
You have alter memory, but the problem is he would know his memory was altered from IU. And that would get us into trouble.
Okay, well, let's see. So, shit.
Or we find evidence that she didn't kill her husband. Also, why did she kill her husband? Why'd you kill your husband? It's just.
I don't think Mary's back yet. Oh.
Okay.
She says, well, I killed him because I wanted all of his power, and I was tired of him, being annoying.
How was he annoying?
Racist, sexist, homophobic. We don't stand that shit here.
Okay, so what if we pulled out that, give it to her son, and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe it was better that he died, and then
He
try to
loved
convince
his
him not to.
father.
Yeah, he loved it. Oh my god, he's a racist homophobe.
I like that idea though. Somehow we convince him that that not to sue her.
Well,
It's not sue her, it's execute her.
Literally put execute, but we can either do is we find evidence that she didn't kill her husband,
which is essentially make up evidence.
Yeah, it was just make up evidence, which is hard as fuck. And stop the trial from happening, or basically win the trial, and then the contract ends, and Sabora's free. But that's a really difficult, very heavy plan.
Or just, tell him.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that.
Or she says, or you could end the engagement and therefore I could seek refuge. However, that still may cause a war. But it's not guaranteed that Callum isn't already trying to start a war.
Why is he trying to start a war anyway?
She smiles and says, "That's for you to find out."
Kira's muted. Haley, you have anything?
No,
I don't want to be the only one.
absolutely nothing. I have no ideas.
I don't want to be the only one thinking.
I feel like the trial and the husband thing is a start, but
It was a
It's like-
hint to help you guys.
Could we revive her husband? Is that allowed?
No!
that I don't think she wants that. I think that's the opposite of what she wants.
That is the opposite of what she wants. She just wants the
Deb,
power
what if-
without the problem.
What if, just a thought, what if we make her stepson like hate his dad in some shape, way, or form? I know he loves him, I know that. But like,
I don't know what cause. We don't even know Caleb that well. What does Spring know about Caleb?
Stubborn.
Ew.
That's all Spring says.
this shit hard as hell. Oh my god, I brought up that idea. That's my contribution. I'm not very smart. Somehow we convince her son, or somehow we make it look like he did not die or was murdered.
Just frame Leon or something. I don't know.
I mean, Leon could break out easily, but then he'll be on the run forever.
Leon was on the run for most of his life, so
I know, but like he just got his life back. That's not very nice.
it's okay.
And she says, "One of you is the one who created the hole in limbo, right?"
Yeah.
I appreciate your work.
Do you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
appreciate it not being closed.
Hmm.
Why?
What if? Yeah.
Fun.
Why? I know who did it, but why?
Yeah, your mommy did it, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No, I appreciate it being open because I get to directly source out darkness magic from Limbo and use kind of what he is doing in order to get corruption magic onto Earth and Nixoberos.
Damn, Luna said.
And
What was
aren't
that? I
you
fucked
guys
up.
being bothered by a remnant?
We are.
Yeah, that's also very Limbo-y. That hole's pretty problematic.
It is.
If only you had a solution.
Do you have a solution? Do you know a solution?
Maybe.
I take that as a yes. Okay.
Only you knew what this magical item I had was.
I'm tired of it.
Just tell us what you want, woman.
You should already tell us what she wants.
I told you a bunch of things that she wants, but you guys didn't want to do any of those things.
Yeah.
Because they'd fuck us over.
Exactly.
I need like a day.
I need like a whole hour. We need a century. We need a whole week to ponder.
We need to become Greek scholars.
What's your name? Aeropostale? Your name's Aeropostales.
Yeah, we're killing Apostle, killing Plato. Oh my god.
I'm becoming Plato, and you're becoming Aeropostale.
Aristotle?
She said,
No,
I
it's
mean,
Aeropostale now.
more simply, you could also do a favor for me. You could start a war with Earth.
That's like
Why? Why do you want to start a war on Earth? Tell me why.
I want a war on Earth so that way you guys could kill Callum. I don't think you're getting the fact that I don't like my son.
Yeah, no, she. But the fact we have a war.
You don't
on
like
this
him because
He
he's
is
gonna sue you.
actively working against me to kill me, and I am actively now working against him to kill him. But it'd be
Mhm.
better if his fiance were the one to kill him. I think it'd be fitting. Then I'd take
Well,
over and I'd cause no problems for you. I wouldn't go to war with you if you killed him. I wouldn't even press charges. I humbly promise. All you
no,
have to do is kill him.
Ow. That's
What if I
No.
told you he was evil? Would you kill him then?
Girl, you crazy as fuck too. Don't that shit in
Not
here.
evil, though.
I know.
My son, however, he is evil.
That's
How?
just
How? Give Siren a reason to kill him.
You'll figure it out.
My vision off.
bruh.
I mean, I don't.
Do we even have to
Right.
make it?
Isn't she doesn't see the war thing as that big of a deal? But you know,
We don't have to fix the contract right now. If your life is already interesting, Samara. Still interesting.
Mistress Evadine smiles and she says, "About that. If you leave here today,
What?
I'll enact it.
What?
I'm tired of
Because
this shit.
here's the issue. My son's
What's the
trying
issue?
to kill me. Therefore, I have to evacuate. I have to get out of here, and I have to make a plan in order to kill my son. Okay? I don't need
Mm.
little contract problems or little loose ends like said contract. Hence, I will have to enact.
You said today, so.
Because I just learned about the fact my son is actively working against me. Now I have to actively work against him. And if
Hmm.
Sabora was under my subservience, I could literally just have her go kill him right now.
Sabora, how do you feel about killing him?
Samara doesn't give a shit.
I mean,
I know some.
okay.
No. Leon's like, with Josie, I don't want you to do that shit.
I mean, let's think about this. What would happen if Sabora killed him? Like, what would be the consequence?
Samara would be on the run forever.
She says,
True.
well, that's inaccurate because I told you that I'll make it look like natural causes. Therefore, no one would be blamed.
What does Spring think about this? Because this is like a really big political matter.
For marriage here.
Spring says seems to be feeling rather conflicted about it because
You heard that?
technically, if Callum's evil, she kind of thinks that he needs to be taken out. But at the same time, if this is if this is handled improperly, it could cause major political problems.
Yeah, Spring's worried about political problems. Because Caleb doesn't like mean much to her.
Mm.
On top of that, if this lady doesn't follow through with all she says she's going to do, then we get fucked anyway.
Yeah.
Which, if it's in the contract, she has to follow through. But if it's not in the contract, then she doesn't have to follow through. So you have to be really, really, really
Careful
with like wording and shit. It's like a genie.
We should make the contract that will kill Callum, but if we kill Callum, you know, like this during this time leading up to it and afterwards, like the enactment of this contract will annul Sabora's contract, and so she cannot, like, if we make this contract to kill him for her, then she cannot make Sabora she cannot do the contract for her.
Just change your contract.
She says that if we do this, if you guys say that you want to kill Callum and I get rid of your contract, she says that's not a good enough prize for me. I need something more.
More than your stepson did?
Yes. She says, because I could make you do that if I enacted the contract right now. I could make you kill everyone I didn't want if I enacted the contract right now.
And now we're back to
Well, then I
think.
got nothing.
Yeah, now we're back to the thinking block.
And Spring also chimes in with on that note and says, and plus, if you killed him right now, she could technically press charges against you because that wasn't included in the contract. That was just
Yeah.
her word, which, that's not worth very much. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something.
We're back on the thinking block.
Think of a damn thing.
I know. I'm thinking so damn hard right now.
Hmm. I mean, we couldn't kill her, could we?
What? Oh, we could, but she's a powerful item on her. We talked about this, and also she's a queen, and then that would cause a war.
Well, I think. Well, are you
What if
sure
Titan just married her?
it's war? Because he's trying to kill her anyway.
Yeah, but she also, even if that was the case, she has a powerful item on her that Haydn obviously does not like. And then she could just enact your pact when you try to kill her, as you said, and then just kill us and kill them in the process.
Okay, well, I can't think of anything. Sorry, guys.
What if we
But
gave Luna as our subordinate?
Luna would have
Yeah,
two marks. Luna would have 2 marks, and that's like not what we want. That's just adding another problem. I really have like nothing that I can really think of
Me too.
because killing her is not a good option.
And her boy is not a good option.
Yeah, killing her boy even then was not a good option. Like,
What
well,
if we convince him not to? Like, let's just try to convince him.
she's stubborn. And plus,
Well-
he loved his daddy. He was a daddy's boy.
Mm.
There could be evidence around the palace about his father. We have until today.
we have until today.
We
We
have,
have until this session.
We
Yeah, I
have
was
until right now.
we have until 1 second. It's 1 second by support. I can't really think of much.
She likes power.
She loves power.
But she doesn't want the Staff of Power.
Well, because literally what she has is way stronger than the Staff of Power. You have to give her the Staff of Power, your cloak, another Staff of Power, another cloak.
What if we gave her
another...
Siren? What if we gave her Siren? What if we gave her Siren?
No. What would she do with Siren? You have kind of a boring life, Siren.
Damn it.
Yeah, like, Sabora's is interesting.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Okay. If we give anyone to anybody, I don't think she'd consider anything more interesting than Sabora. I could promise her something of power.
Promise her something of power. Like what?
I don't know. I don't want her to become queen. The third grader.
And we're not going to kill the first and second. And we're not going to kill her.
I'm back.
We're not gonna kill his son.
Oh, what?
Oh, we're just talking.
Okay. Any
I
ideas?
can't care. We're like at a roadblock, bro.
Okay. Okay, if you want, you can ask NPCs their opinion. They can give you their opinions.
What does Kira think?
Kira honestly thinks that if Prince Callum, she says, well, if Prince Callum's evil, then I mean, technically killing him wouldn't be that bad of a action. It's just the political problems that could come with that are rather big. And the fact that she wants something else, might be kind of problematic. But we
Yeah.
haven't really asked what she wants else if we're also going to kill Callum for her. And also we need to ask her, if we do kill Callum, would she press charges essentially, or would she make it look like natural causes and make that a part of the contract?
Mm-hmm.
Or technically, we could just make him go missing.
Sorry, that actually made me laugh. Funny as shit. What? I'm gonna go ask Mistress Everdeen.
Yes.
What else would she want more besides her life, basically, if we kill Caleb?
She says that's a really good question. Huh. Well, you could give me Nick Zerberos. Spring cackles and says, okay, well, that's not happening. And she says, yes, of course, I knew not.
Why don't you just take Barovia or something, like one of the realms of misery?
She says, well, never mind. It's like, when she says that, it's almost like she wanted to tell you something, but she doesn't explain further.
Why don't you want to explain further?
Because technically, you could. She's thinking. She's bouncing
She's
her
gonna
head back and forth. She says,
She's gonna tell us not to close the limbo hole.
She says, no. Better yet, give me the time stones.
No.
Did those even exist?
Why? They don't even exist, don't they?
She smiles at you.
Oh, they do exist. Give me the 10 cents.
And you see her, the item she has on her, she pulls out, and you see it. It's a clear crystal.
Cool.
And Kira points at it, and she says, "Pretty sure that's one of your time stone things."
Oh my god. We need that too. Like, this is player talking, not talking to her. We need that.
Lady says, "Technically, you could try and kill me for it. Technically."
Don't we remember what happened when Zare got hold of the time stones?
Yeah, it was bad. But also, we need the time stones because it's actually one of the easier ways to close a limbo hole.
So
Yeah.
we're not giving those to her either.
Yeah.
Plus, she already has one, so
She has one out of who knows how many are left.
there were supposed to be 4 you had to collect.
And she has one.
Killing her is looking like a better and better option.
And then she can just use a time stone, but then enact the contract.
Okay, well, sorry.
Well, you're just gonna kill us.
You can come up with potential ideas and ask her if yes or no. I mean, no idea
That's
is
what
a
we're.
bad idea. I mean, it could be so outlandish that, like, it seems like she would go for it. She might go for it.
Gonna get your wallet right now?
Yeah. I have to pick up Alexia.
Oh, yeah. Just text you when you're at my house.
Okay.
I'm still thinking.
Yeah, I know. I'm still thinking. I've been listening the whole time. I just, my parents are talking to me. Telling me to go pick her up.
How would she feel about going to the Abyssal Realm with Sabora? Is that even something that Sabora can do? Can she just go down there?
I mean, technically, yeah. Whether or not she can leave or not is up for debate.
You can make her rule of Abyssal Realm, to be honest, out of the 100 layers they have. Because she said, didn't she say she was planning to step down anyway as one of the council members?
Yep.
So why not, like, have something else to rule?
Yeah, I mean, she could have asylum in one of the realms.
Oh, yeah. Another idea is, baby. Sabora can kill her actual biological demon mom and then give this Mistress Evadine the power to rule the realm, that abyssal layer.
Okay, but that's a case in of itself because Sabora's mom is an actual like goddess lady.
That is true.
Low key.
What, Mary?
And she low key hates you right now because you fled your post.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a sexy idea. It's a sexy idea, though.
There might be something you could do with the abyssal plane if you think of it.
Just give it to her.
Wasn't there one, like, realm or timeline that's becoming the abyssal plane?
Yes.
Why don't we give her that one?
I mean, we could. I mean, there's a Terra Limbo. We could just shove her in and just be like, "Hey, find the next invisible plane. Have fun."
I don't know if it leads to that realm, though.
Can't she
Maybe.
already go to Limbo on her own?
Yeah,
She can.
because of the hole.
Does she know that?
Yes. She's not an idiot.
Yeah,
Well,
one of the 4 timelines is actually becoming the abyss. A new layer of the abyss.
What are we losing again by leaving open that hole?
Everything.
Limbo and Earth are going to merge.
Right.
Destroy everything, and etc.
And as you went to Limbo quite a few times, a lot of monsters and demons and shit reside in Limbo. Therefore, all of the monsters and demons in Limbo would just kill all the people on Earth and explode gross, and therefore everything would die.
So she likes the fact that there's a hole in Limbo
Yeah,
and all the
Does she-
crazy shit that's coming out.
it doesn't bother her. She can fight it all. She's that powerful.
If she can't, can she?
Well, she does have a time stone, so there's not much she can't do.
It's the invisible wall all over again.
At least you're not doing stupid shit, though. To it. I mean, the abyssal realms are not a bad deal, to be honest, because it's literally a whole plane in itself that you could rule. But getting there and ensuring that she gets the power is a whole other story.
Well, we could at least tell her what to do to get the power. If she gets it or not, that's up to her.
I mean,
Or you could simply kill Callum for me, and then talk to the first and second creators and make me the third.
That's too many steps for just one glance of an item.
Doesn't
kidding,
have
no,
to be
I'm
one
not joking.
item. You could have something else as well on top of
Why do-
me eliminating
wanna be-
Sephora's mark.
Why do you want to be the third?
I think it'd be interesting.
What would you do?
Good question.
She's like, wow.
Maybe mess
I was
around,
like,
see what happens, you know.
okay, get out.
Ooh,
Like,
I know exactly what I'd do.
what would you do?
I would have a cult following like the third did.
A cult?
Yes.
Whack and shit.
I don't know. I mean, what are the first and second creators doing presently?
Nice chilling.
They're just
Okay.
hanging out.
Then that's what I want to do.
You don't think it'll be boring just sitting and waiting
No,
for
I
nothing?
could hang out with the first and second creators and I'd show them up. I'd be a better third creator than the original third creator.
Do you think they'll pay you any mind? Like, what if they don't?
Yeah, they'll love me, I'm sure. I'm much nicer than the queen was. And I'm not actually crazy.
That's debatable.
I honestly don't think that's as bad of an idea as we think it might be.
What does the first and second think about it, though? Like, actually. Shit.
You have to
Well-
convince them somehow.
Me seeing Kiara and her saying, it's hard as fuck.
Shit hard as fuck.
But
You can
I
try
was
and
like,
convince them, like, because you're gonna have to try and convince the first and second creator if you go this route. There's not a guarantee that they will agree. Or they might just agree.
they might be like, what can, like, be worser than, like the actual thing that happened?
Yeah, why don't we try to get her to let us go talk to them and then come back with an answer for her?
Yeah, we don't
Say
have
she
to
doesn't
change
want
it.
us to leave.
Well, she was gonna enact the contract once we leave.
Well,
Yeah.
but if she wants to give us a chance to give her power, then she can do that also.
Do you want to ask her that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she stands and you see her take the time stone and she drags it down across the sky and you see a little hole to limbo emerge in front of you. And she says, sure, let's go talk to them.
Oh god.
Let's go.
Oh god.
And you guys all head to the first and second creator. They're actually having tea again.
Tea.
And you guys emerge and they blink and they're like, oh, hi? Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Why is, the second says, why is the mistress here?
Well, she wanted to talk to y'all about becoming the third creator.
The first and second look at each other and then they look at her and they look at you guys and they say, do
Roommate. Think of it like a roommate.
do you think that's a good idea?
Well,
No.
we need some things fixed, and we don't know how else
Learned
to
your
fix
lesson
them.
the first time.
Yeah, we learned our lesson with the last queen and third creator. I don't think we really want to deal with that again.
She's not the same person as the third was.
Yeah, but she uses darkness magic, which ends up corrupting, and not to mention she's technically immortal, which
So
means
she-
that she can be corrupted by darkness magic.
Also, she kind of hungers for power like the exact same queen happened.
Can we ask them what they think that we should do?
The second says bluntly, just kill her. And the first says, I mean, what does she want?
She
Why?
wants us to kill her son, or just to give her a shit ton of power. All we want to do is just end/fix Sabora's contract. We don't want her to becoming her subordinate for all eternity.
Have you asked her what it would take for her to completely just nullify the contract without having her gain anything?
We ask her now.
Let's ask. I ask her.
She thinks for a moment. She says, "That's an interesting question. I just do something out of the kindness of my heart."
Yeah, because you're so kind and sweet and pretty. That would be very nice for us if you just threw us a bone. Just throw us one. Just one. He's really hopeful. He's really hopeful. He's a hopeful little boy.
No, Leon's like, boy, are you
And
serious?
what would you do for me?
What do you want for us to do
What
for
do
that
you
kind
want
of
from
contract?
me or
Like,
us?
what?
Yeah.
What's Sabora's
Completely
worth?
nullify it, and therefore you guys get nothing.
I mean, you get nothing, we get nothing.
Yeah, but also we kind of want something.
How
I mean, well-
about you take down him?
Who's him?
She tries to say his name again, and it's gibberish.
I'm sorry, but every time you say his name, we can't hear it.
Yeah, we can't kill someone who we don't know.
On a track to do that anyway?
Kind of, yeah.
She says,
Yeah.
if you kill him, then the contract will be null and void.
Do we really want to gain nothing?
Well, she gains that person dead. So.
Ain't something bad. Like war or another god to deal with.
We are on the track to kill the same person anyway.
She says, or you guys threw this idea around previously, just get someone else to sign this blank contract. Maybe better yet, get my son to sign it.
Oh!
That's not a bad idea. I like that idea.
That's not too bad, but also it would be the same contract under terms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Under
Just
all terms.
Except for I'd nullify Sabora's contract, and because of this, my son would have a contract, and technically I'd just enact it immediately, and he'd be subservient to me.
Oh, it's so stupid because Leaf does have the marriage papers and he does need to sign it.
She says, but if you want this time stone, we're going to be having a different conversation.
We do want this time stone.
We definitely want the time stone.
Water!
Oh, we do both. We kill the we make your son sign the contract, and we get the time stone.
Okay. If you kill the man, you get the time stone, but you don't get it beforehand.
Beforehand? What does that mean?
Which means you're not going to be getting the time stone until you kill the man. And if you don't kill the man, you never get the time stone.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think.
That kind of.
Unless you have another means for getting this time stone.
We'll use it to kill your son. I'm kidding.
That's why we can't even use it against her son. We need to use it on the whole beat.
We use it on the whole. Will that, eat it up? Will that be the end of it?
No, we need 4 time stones to close the hole.
Well, yeah, but will they, disappear once we use them on the thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's a one-time use. Even the time stones and the Zarya campaign was one-time use.
Right.
So, what does Spring think about the contract thing?
She doesn't love him, does she?
No, she doesn't even know him that well. All she knows is he's stubborn.
And now she's hearing all this other information. She's like, what the fuck?
My in-laws are crazy. Oh my god.
My in-laws are crazy! I do want to look around the paladins for evidence about him, though, too.
She says, how about this? She says, if you figure out something to give me for the time stone, then I'll let you have it. Okay? She says,
Cool.
however, you getting Callum to sign this paper and him being under my rule does not stop the fact that he and Spring will have to marry.
Yeah.
What if we give you Strahd as a subordinate? We can get rid of him. We don't need him.
He already was
Saren would also be a subordinate. He would also be under my subservience. They're in one and the same body, and I don't think.
I don't want that. My uncle. I just met him a couple days ago. What about Zare? Does Zare already isn't chained by somebody else?
No.
Or by the gifts anyway?
Oh yeah,
someone can have multiple contracts on